Right, guys, we are live. I got a couple of guests with me. Don't know whether we're going to be able to hear them because last time we couldn't. So I think we can because I've just seen the little bar rise up there. So we've got moderator and good friend of the channel. You're all good friends of the channel, but Alex is the moderator. So we've got moderator. Hello, hello. And we've got Sarah, aka Sazzle.
Hello.
Hello. And we've got
into a hanger, so I'm just going to sort that out.
We can't see it, luckily. And we've got Mr. Fjord Skimmer. Am I saying that right? Is that a good pronunciation?
Yeah, that'll do.
Hello, hello. Right, guys. This is going to be a bit all over the place for you guys. Probably not so bad because you guys are seasoned pilots. Not really. But we're going to try and make it over to Le Touquet in France, which luckily is on the coast. And there's a little bit of a flight pan. We're gonna just go with it, guys. We're gonna head south, and we're gonna get to the channel, aren't we? So we can't get lost, he says confidently. If you're in the live chat, thank you so much. We also do have Kev Aviation, channel member as well. I think he is on the tarmac here with us as well. In the chat, we've got David White, hey boss, leaving at the end. Yeah, Mo Salah is leaving at the end of the season. I've just read that. Yeah. Oh well. With being a blue, I'm like, it is sad, but it is sad for them, to be fair. He was a massive part of Liverpool, and he still will be, just the way Jurgen Klopp is still a massive part of Liverpool. But yeah, we'll see how that unfolds for Liverpool. But anyway, aviation chat commences. We're at Liverpool, which is mine and Alex's local. By the way, guys, Sazzle and Fjord, what are your local airports?
I think mine would be Manchester.
Yeah. And Fjord, what's yours?
Might be Leicester.
Leicester, perfect. So bit of variety. I don't think Keva's with us in the community chat, which is absolutely fine. Like I said, guys, absolutely free to join. We're on the South Asia server. Just the reason for that is just to keep sort of things a bit more clear as we fly along the UK. It just makes a bit more sense, really. Let me get into, there's going to be a bit of noise here now with all the engines. I think I've turned things down here though. Let me just double check. Don't want to make things too loud in the background. So let's have a little look at the very basic flight plan on screen now. So we're going to set off from runway 09, which is not this end of the airport, guys. So obviously for Fjord and Sarah, this is going to be taxiing down all the way to the end, and then we are going to take off over. We're not going to go right over Runcorn. We're going to make a right-hand turn, which will basically send us south, and it is pretty much a straight run all the way down. Should take us past the likes of Birmingham Airport, East Midlands, over to the left, and then it should take us just east of London, London City Airport, and then straight over at sort of the narrowest point of the channel. So and I've also picked runway 13 at Le Touquet, which is basically the one off the coast, so you can go all the way in. We're not going to make any turns. We're just from the channel, we're going to go all the way in. Do you use say intentions? I don't. I have used say intentions and had a little play with it. Again, I'm going to have a little look at it again in the future, just because I'm getting more into me GA flying and stuff like that. I will do that. Right, okay. I need to start my engine. Everyone else is already prepared. I'm using the Honeycomb Bravo throttle, which I will just turn not on, but I'll turn on the camera, which isn't working. Fantastic. No, it is actually. I'm lying. It is. There we go. The problem with the secondary camera, guys, is you can see me. Yeah, you can see me stomach, which is great for a live stream. So let's get into the 172. I think we're in EGGP. Let's just double check. Yes, we're in EGGP, so we're going to get in. We're in the 172 with the G1000. Let's have a little look at the guys waiting for me very patiently. There is Fjord with the F Fjord, you can see that, and Sazzle's over there. So Sarah's over there. You will notice that these guys are actually floating this because they're using a different version of Liverpool Airport. They're using the UK update version, and I think Kev is just over there in the standard 172. I think that's Kev over there. I'm pretty sure it is. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. We're going to get in. I am going to reset my Tobii eye tracker. I already had the switch on. I've noticed if you keep your battery and every other switch on of the honeycomb, it will just remain active. So when you jump into any aircraft, the battery will be on if you don't turn it off beforehand. So we don't have to do all that. We just need to turn it on and get going. The flight time, I believe, is 2.5 to 3 hours. So any of you guys flying with me today, fair play if you get all the way down with me. But again, if you are watching a live stream, guys, we're on Southeast Asia server. Set it to live weather, set it for about midday, and follow on if you can see us flying along the spine of the UK, I think, because that's probably a great analogy. It's quite central, and we're going south all the way down. Let's get the fuel pump on. Perfect. And if it's done it correctly, it should have. Yes, it has. It has gone to me avionics. Perfect. Kev, yep, that's me. Perfect. Perfect, guys. Right. Alex, how are you getting along, mate? Have you got the sim working?
It's loading up, like.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I was doing that before, though. I was doing that before. It's just eventually, once I'm in the sim like you are now,
yeah.
And then sometimes I can start up. Yesterday I got to do a flight, and then I got into stand, and then poof, went into a CTD. But then sometimes when I've just started up the plane or anything, well, I was on the EasyJet 320, and it just went to desktop.
Have you started it without a community folder?
I haven't yet, because
what about
I've just
deleting your rolling cache as well?
Yeah,
what's that
try that.
other thing you're supposed to delete? I forget what it is.
Is it the scenery indexes as well? But I don't think I'd bother with that.
Yeah.
Give the rolling cache a go, yeah.
Give the rolling cache a go.
Just delete the CCC file from the folder. That's what I do.
Right, I see it, yeah.
I'm gonna absolutely whack my fuel up.
If you delete the content XML as well, that'll force it to rebuild the files.
Yeah.
Right. I'll just have to take my reshade profile off then. I'm gonna do that. I'll try that one, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, guys, we're getting a bit of rain now in, so this is pretty nice. So I've set it to live weather, like I said before. Good question about the fuel. I've just stuck a whole tank in just now. I completely forgot about my fuel, to be honest. But we've got a wet Liverpool like we have in real life. The clouds are moving in quite quickly and they're moving out quite quickly. Let's get on the taxi and head down to runway 09 here at Liverpool. Again, I'm still using my bargain pedals, which I still think are an absolute amazing purchase from eBay. Do you know what? I've done it again. I didn't do it. I've done it again, guys. Look. Brian's made a mistake and left his chocks on.
I usually leave the pitot cover on.
Luckily, I didn't do that. But I always leave. Oh, it's right. Look at that. Getting wet everywhere. Right. Okay. So, like I said on the other live stream, guys, I think this is probably going to be the longest stream I've done. But let's take the 172 over to France and in time for supper. Liam's in the chat from Perseverance Scenery. Unfortunately, I'm at work. I would have loved to enjoy. We'll do another one again. I mean, this wasn't really given enough notice, I must admit. We'll do it again, though.
Hopefully, when Doncaster's done, we could do it from there.
Yeah, we can definitely do some live streams from Doncaster, yeah. Why is my plane completely Why is my plane just... I mean, it sent me the right way, but it just completely went the other way.
Right, to restart my computer.
It is absolutely ridiculous with the rain. Right, guys, we're off. We're going to taxi over to, or down to runway 09. I really need some window wipers right now. Are we sliding on the ground here? Is that what it is?
You still look like you're skidding to me.
Yeah, I am.
You're like side slipping on the ground.
Are you?
No, I'm alright, but it's not raining for me. It's weird. I've got clouds though. It looks
Yeah,
like
the rain's gone now, but I'm not too sure what's going on with me.
If you got a slippy floor, is the floor wet? It could be.
It was on my sim. It was slippy, and I honestly didn't know it did that effect. If I'm going to be totally honest, like I didn't think
I think it does.
the 172 actually slips in that kind of weather. That's incredible, to be fair. It's not the rudder pedals, I don't think. No, because it's taxiing now for me. But yeah, massive thank you to obviously everyone in the live chat and watching tonight, everyone in the community flight with me. Again, I'll try and do a few more of these over the year. It's not always easy. I'm in the middle of doing a couple of videos for various developers for the new sceneries and other little bits, as well as more live streams. Of course, we are eagerly or anticipating EMEET Liverpool Airport as well, which feels a bit bittersweet actually, after Digital Designs have just done a really amazing job at updating Liverpool, because that's a 6-year-old scenery, and I don't think I've ever seen a developer after 6 years go, right, we're going to update it even further. He's done a fantastic job though. Perfect, so we're taxiing down. We should, let's have a little look at the time. We're not doing too bad on the time here now, guys. We've only spent about 10 minutes on the ground, and we're gonna go up to about 8,000, but again, I'm not being particular with the altitude. Flight plan says about 124 knots. Again, I'm gonna just take the mixture down a tiny bit. See, in this scenery, Sarah, there's actually an animated bus that goes around the airport.
Oh, really?
This is
That's
this is the newest update he did. It, like as I say, it's one of the older sceneries. It got a 2024 update. Then obviously Digital Design was like, I'm going to do another one just before EMEET released theirs. But done a fantastic job, like, and fair play to him, like just for having the willingness to update, because I know many developers, once another development team have jumped on board with a scenery that they've done, they just go, right, no, I'm not getting involved now. I don't know if you guys ever saw, I don't know if you ever used Orbex Newcastle, but then RW Profiles did Newcastle, and that was like one of the best sceneries, like, to this date. It's still quite new on that. We probably didn't have to come down this far, to be very honest, but we'll
You're being very cautious though, I suppose. It's better to be cautious.
I guess, but we definitely didn't need this much runway.
Ryan,
Yo,
is that the final build? Is that the final build?
this is the one that's on Orbex, mate.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, I've tipped.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my god, I can't believe I've done that.
I don't know how that happened.
Someone's greased me wheels.
It's a good start.
Someone's greased me wheels. I swear to God. Like, I don't know what happened there. Like, I'm skidding all the way on the rain.
I don't. Oh yeah,
Right.
you just restart. That's better.
I haven't got a clue. What is this? A Simmer Q. This is a community flight, apparently.
Turned into one.
It's turned into a bit of a circus because of me. Everyone else has been dead professional. I can't keep the 172. It's done it again. What's going on?
That's really weird.
I'm not giving it any. What is going on with this sim?
It shouldn't be tipping over that
No,
way,
it
though.
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be tipping at all. Flying this so much recently. I don't know what's going on. Any ideas in the
too
chat? Let me know.
slippery.
It's too slippery. I mean, it's.
Someone in the chat said rain and oil, so you never know, eh?
I don't know what's going on.
I think the best plan is just to get off the ground.
Yeah, I
just
think so,
floor
mate.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think somewhere. Do you know what? It could very well be these rudder pedals. They were second hand and they were 22 quid. 22 quid from eBay. I mean, the CH Pro pedals, and these are again, these are like the old Cytec pedals. They're not the Cytec pedals, but they're built like to last for decades, and it might just be them. It could be. It could just be them on the way out. But yeah, I literally put a tiny bit of throttle on there, and it tipped forward. Right. Anyway, guys, who have we got? Everyone on the ground here. We still got everyone with us. Yeah, Kev, Fjord, we got Sarah just there. Let's try and get back to man. Let's try and get in the air. God knows what's going to happen when we land in France, though.
It'd be funny if nothing
It will. It'll be fantastic. It'll be great to see the London. Can't wait. Right, let's go, guys. Have I got put me flat? Yeah, I have. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's get going. I don't know what's happened. I am not getting any airspeed either. Someone's tampered with me 172. I think it's Kev.
I've got some wind that's blowing me about.
It could be headwind because I've just been blown.
Knots, tailwind.
Yeah, they're using 2.7 in real life, like, so that could be
are
why.
they? Okay,
Yeah, we
fair
have got
enough.
a
That's my
huge
great planning.
tailwind.
That's great. That's great planning. Perfect. Fantastic from the lead. Apparently it's supposed to be the lead, but yeah, perfect. We're basically taking a 172 into, yeah, look at that. Oh, and look at the Mersey as well. The Mersey looks dreadful. Josh Bricks, what server? We're on Southeast Asia. Just to, oh my God, I'm gonna crash.
You're alright there. You look like you're in trouble.
It's the air thing. You guys, obviously, what's happening with Fjord? You're in a 172. Are you just better at flying? You just must be better at flying.
It's staying in the air. I think
It's staying in the air. Obviously, I can understand why Sarah's not too bad. She's in the Seminole.
I mean,
I'd
I'm
like to know what's going on with
to get
Kev.
my speed going. It's
When
that
we
tailwind.
Yeah, when we turn, we're going to turn to the right now, and just, yeah, as I say, there's gonna. If you follow me, guys, stay around me and stuff.
It should help.
It should help this turn, yeah. But yeah, Josh, we're on Southeast Asia just to basically keep. We're gonna fly right underneath EasyJet or a Ryanair right now as well. Don't know if you guys can see that. We're on Southeast Asia just to keep things a bit more clearer, if that makes sense. Absolutely violating the ATC rules. That's Jet2 Holidays 737 just over.
Oh wow, that looks great. Imagine doing that in real life.
Yeah. I know, yeah. I know. You're getting me wrist slaps there.
Looks a bit high there.
Right, okay, we're actually out of danger now. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's not too. Even Stowe, my airspeed's terrible. But yeah, Josh, we've only just taken off from Echo Golf Papa Liverpool Airport. We're heading south all the way down to France, mate. And again, fair play to everyone here for joining me. I would say short notice because it's only been the last day or two. We've kind of set things up.
It's a nice sightseeing tour.
It should be. It should very well be. Let me just get back on this magenta line again. Don't think I'll use autopilot, guys, but if I do, it might just be if I need to go for the peel. So I don't know. I don't think so. But no, just hand fly it and keep it. We're only at 2,000 now. We can stay around 2,000, 3,000 because I don't think we're going to be hitting any elevation changes too much. along the way. We're not going over Wales. I'm getting blown over to the left. Fantastic.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's a great. Do you know what? I mean, if you guys want to change the weather, we can
no,
do.
I'm alright. It's 30 knots from. I've got it coming from. Is it from the west?
Yeah.
Sorry, east.
No, the west.
West.
It
Yeah.
is from the west, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was a windy day today.
It was, yeah. You could literally see just the clouds being moved across the sky. Christian, probably more VFR, mate, to be honest with you. I've got a basic flight plan set up. It has got actual waypoints on it. I could autopilot for some other way, but where's the fun in that? Readjust myself. And I mean, like I say, guys, obviously people over on the live chat here, it's not, you know, a proper regulation flight. We haven't, you know, kicked the tires and checked the oil and stuff like that. You know, we're getting up, we're doing some flying. We're going to go down the spine of the UK all the way over the channel and land down at Touquet, which is Lima Foxtrot Alpha Tango, LFAT. And as I say, I've got a couple of guys with me today. I've got Alex, who's currently troubleshooting some sim issues, but hopefully he will join us soon. I've got Sarah, aka Sazzle. I've also linked Sarah's TikTok in the live stream description, because if you want to see Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR, this is the lady that you want to go and watch. And she uploads, I would say, well, what would you say, Sarah? I think it's quite regularly, isn't it?
About 3 videos a night sometimes, because I do about 4 hours of flying, so there's a lot of videos.
And Sarah is using the Pimax Crystal Super, like myself, although admittedly a lot more than me. I've got it sitting there, and I do need to get back into it.
You should be living inside.
I know. And you know what? For what was it? 5, maybe 7 years of my life going into sort of around COVID time, and then coming out the other side of COVID, I was working in VR. I was working in the very, very first virtual reality entertainment center or arcade that was built in Europe, which was actually in Liverpool. Most people didn't realize. In fact, we were alongside, I believe, the Bury Arcade Club, which also installed VR, and we started with the HTC Vive, the very, very first one.
Oh yeah.
And
it was good, those though, wasn't it?
They were.
The G2, the Reverb.
Yeah.
I mean, some people still use that now.
The Pro, the blue one, that's the one that we ended with, essentially. Unfortunately, those types of venues, they have a really good innings. Like, there's a lot of interest and just, you know, a lot of customers, and you know, you get your influencers coming in, but then it just fizzles. It just fades out. It does, because, you know, VR's fantastic, but they're getting a lot more accessible for people now, especially with the Quest headsets.
Oh yeah, the Quest 3. I mean, it's so easy with that, and you can record videos so easily on it. That's the only difference. Like, I would say the Quest 3 is a lot more user-friendly than the Pimax. It's kind
absolutely.
But once you've got the Pimax dialed in, you can get, you know, the same quality and better in the videos. It's just, a bit of a head scratcher. But I finally did it, so I'll probably do a video on all that, because it took me forever.
It is, but like we were saying before to Alex, again, they don't make it very obvious, but the wired connection with the Quest 2 and the Quest 3, it's just not worth it. I don't know why it was ever a thing, because you would think you would be getting better performance, but if you use virtual desktop, you get some fantastic performance, plus your wireless as well.
Which it's night and day, isn't it? And it's still like, I do wonder how many people are running the Quest 3s at you know, the 1 point resolution.
Yeah.
You know, they never pushed it up to 1.5 and they think it looks rubbish because, like, you was the same, weren't you, Fjord Skimmer? And I helped a friend recently. He was like, it doesn't look clear. And then I looked and he was running it at 1500 per eye. And I was like, well, that's your problem there. But they don't tell people that. It's like you've got to go in and mesh yourself.
Yeah, and again, another good person. Obviously, if anyone's talking about VR, I would always recommend Steve, VR Flight Sim guy. Mainly because he does a lot of the tinkering side. If you want to see the sort of the raw gameplay and the visual side of things, then obviously Sarah is the person for it. Both fantastic creators, but again, I'm trying to get Sarah over to YouTube just to obviously
I'm coming. I keep dipping my toe in with the odd shot, and I am gonna do it. It's just,
but I understand.
I enjoy flying so much that it's like, how would I squeeze that in? I suppose I could just be just flying around while I'm live.
I mean, you could again. I mean, obviously you can live stream. I think the last time I tried to do live streaming with the Pimax Crystal Super, it just ended in tears. But I think for YouTube Shorts,
I'm not too worried now. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've got the portrait view sorted. It would just be doing something landscape for YouTube, but I can capture the image from the Pimax easily now, so I could do a live stream and share it. It's a lot of capacity on your computer, isn't it? With it all.
It is. It definitely is, and. But obviously for yourself, I would say just start with everything that you post with on TikTok, then obviously bring over to Shorts and do the same thing. But I understand why you're doing it on TikTok, because honestly, I've posted videos on Shorts and then to TikTok.
Don't do very well, do they?
Well,
TikTok is better.
Exactly,
Shorts, like.
it is. I think it's seen more. I think obviously a lot of people are scrolling on their phones. I don't think I scroll on my phone through YouTube Shorts. I do it on TikTok more. It's a bit better at personalising what you're watching and stuff, I must admit as well.
I mean, I only kind of fell onto that place by accident because I would it was just like a video diary for me of all the flights that I'd done, so I could go back and go, ooh, and I enjoy cutting the music with the, you know, what's going on. But then it was like I just got one video that went viral and got like 1 million views, and then I thought, well, I've got the audience now, so I'll have to stay on TikTok, but I know I can branch out.
Yeah, definitely can, because obviously I don't think the work. I mean, yeah, you've got to upload them and add descriptions and tags and stuff, but you know, you can essentially just bring what you're doing on TikTok.
Yeah, it's not much more.
There we go, guys. There's everyone. Well, it's actually just me and Sarah. Where's everyone else gone? Where are they? Are they above or below?
Have they all snuck off and gone?
Sounds like, doesn't it? Oh, hang on. No, I can see someone. There's Kev over there.
Ryan, I've just had to put someone in timeout.
Say again, mate.
I'm just after someone in timeout.
Have you? Why?
They were advertising a crack server.
Oh my god. Why is it the last 2 days, mate? Last 2 days about talking about, you know, illegally downloading aircraft and scenery, man. Christian, sorry mate, I didn't see a message there. Do you use VATSIM? I don't, mate. I don't know if it's very useful. I don't know what VATSIM's like for GA.
It's good for GA, like.
Is it?
I
might have a little look at it, to be honest with you.
It gets a bit busy, like, because there's a lot.
Well, I use that a lot.
I need to have a look. I've got Beyond ATC still there.
I've got that as well, but for like GA stuff, I just think Say Intentions just has the edge, because you can hear other people's voices, you know, it's other real people who are you know, if you're tuned into the same frequency as me, you'll be able to hear me on the radio, which is pretty cool. Plus you get a tour guide and a little CFI dude who you can ask questions.
It can be good for GA if ATC is online, but it can be quite okay.
Yeah, it all depends really, and also a lot of people do a lot of airliner flying, so the control, it is like real life, how the controller has to navigate you around the real life, the commercial traffic, like.
Yeah, like I said to Sarah, I said to you a couple of times, mate, it's just with how good the scenery is and how good just the virtual world is, I just think it's nicer to do some bush flying and stuff, but don't get me wrong, obviously I can say it now, with flying the 757 a lot recently, it's been a bit of an eye-opener, I must admit.
Yeah.
The 757 has kind of, yeah, it's been a fun one, because it's not Airbus, and it's really not that automated. Still obviously got autopilot and stuff like that, but I feel like with the 75 you can really hand fly it quite a lot. Do you think, what do you think about Say Intentions? Have you give it a proper go yet? So actually, Two-Tone Murph actually sent me some codes for Say Intentions, and I did have a little go. For me, I was using Beyond ATC, and I haven't used that a lot since. Say Intentions is great, but they're adding so much to it very regularly, and I can only applaud that, because I love when developers just carry on at it and keep going, and something like that, I think it's very important that you do. Obviously there's only so much you can do with a plane and an airport. With a tool like that, it could be very easy for the developer just to go, I'm done with it now, let me do my next project. But Say Intentions keep on going, and
yeah, really good. I mean, I do a little bit of, like, I'm one of their experts, you know, the VR experts, and honestly the work that goes on behind the scenes there, it's non-stop, like, the answer tickets right away, and yeah, I always support a company like that, you know, that puts the consumers first.
They do, and it sounds like they were really nice at FS Weekend. Again, something that I want to do next year is get to FS Weekend, because it just seems so fun, and obviously it's at Lilstad or Lilstad, I can't pronounce it, something like that. It's close to that. Sounds about right. And obviously the museum's there, and it looks fantastic. I don't think they changed the venue like they do at Expo. I know with FX Expo
there at least that,
I think it does, I know Expo this year is in Minneapolis, I think, if I can remember correctly. Until I'm in a massive job that I'm getting paid the big bucks for, I won't make it to Expo. The dream for me though is to get over to America to fly on a Delta 757 and obviously go to Expo, but
you will do one day, you never know.
FS Weekend is the one, because it's pretty much, you know, a flight from Liverpool or Manchester to Amsterdam is pretty good. The price is nice.
Spending some time in Amsterdam as well.
And it's all quite in close proximity as well. But definitely, if you're doing that.
Can any one of you just help me out quickly, just to get on the multiplayer? Do I select it to all players or live?
Go to go to all players, but you need to make sure that your graphics settings have got set it to ultra. That's the problem that I had, and apparently it's still a thing.
Traffic quantity and variety.
Yes, both.
Traffic.
And then you also need to enable show aircraft in close proximity.
Yeah.
Traffic quantity and variety. Yeah.
In ultra, and we are just over. Where are we now? Let's have a little look. I've just stuck mine in autopilot just for now. We are approaching.
Yeah, multiplayer in close proximity. Okay.
Let me pick one. EGRG. We're approaching EGRG at the minute.
Should that just enable them without me having to restart the sim?
It should do, mate. Yeah, I don't think you need to. Just make sure that you're on Southeast Asia.
Yeah, I'm on the Southeast Asia. Yeah.
Brian Crawley, good to see you, mate. I've just spent 2 days on the Say Intentions stand this weekend. Got back home yesterday. Mate, it looked incredible. I'll be honest, I wouldn't say I was close to coming to FS Weekend. I had a bit of a moment where I was like looking at prices and looking at hotels and stuff like that, and I'll do it next year. It'll be a goal. Like for me this year, it's not really a goal. You've appeared on my on our world map here as well now, Alex.
Oh yeah, all right.
My goal, I wouldn't say a massive goal for me, but Aviation Society meetup this year, obviously Task Fair in Manchester.
Is that going ahead, is it?
Yeah, it is going ahead in the summer, mate. It didn't last year, but it is this year, and that's always a thing for me in the year. The Aviation Fair, the Aviation Society Fair. They usually have one in February. They didn't this year, so it's good. I think it's just going to be summer. I think that's in June. But I also want to do the British Airways shuttle from Manchester to Heathrow. That's another weird, not a weird one, but I want to have a little go at that, because every time I check the prices for trains, Liverpool to London, they come up at about 300 quid. Like stupid amounts.
Yeah, they are ridiculous. Maybe like a last minute one. Are they not cheap?
No, even so. And if you try and sort of book ahead as well, it is still expensive.
What about that? Remember that bus thing? National buses. They still not exist.
Yeah,
like
well,
a quid.
So you sorry, does the I don't know if those Megabus still exist. I don't think they do. I haven't seen one for a while.
I've seen a national bus in Wigan.
National
so
Express
maybe.
still go, yeah, but they as I say, I got my Heathrow. I did my Heathrow trip last year and did it overnight. I got the National Express from Liverpool. It's about 6 hours.
Wow.
But it was the first time I was spotting Heathrow. But I'd like to do. You can get the British Airways shuttle, usually an A320, sometimes an A321. Weirdly enough. And you can get it from Manchester to Heathrow Terminal 5, and it costs about 120 quid. it's like return as well. You know, I think it's pretty much 300 each way on the train, if I'm going to be totally honest, if you don't have any offers or anything. But yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's the prices for the train are mad, and yeah, I want to do that this year. Right, guys. So just a bit of a recap, a reminder. We've got a bunch of us flying a bit of a community flight online for this today's live stream. Yesterday, I had a look at Aerosoft Stuttgart, which incredible, absolutely insane. It's definitely set the standard. Obviously, it's got its little quirks and its little bits of glitches that can be fixed, but very impressed with that. And today we're doing a community night. We've got Alex on back in the sim now, which I think he's up in the air now. I think you are. We've got Fjord Skimmer, we've got Sazzle, we've got Sarah, so aka Sazzle. So go and make sure you check out her TikTok if you're on TikTok, because she does a lot of VR content. Look at the clouds over there. I don't know if you guys can see that over to the left, but that is
stunning.
It is. Wow. And obviously we've also got Kevin as well. We've got Kev Avison over to the left there as well, joining us, and I know a couple of other guys have joined us, I think, as well. So if you have joined us, thank you so much. Let's have a little look at what Brian said. This is my second year there. I flew from Manchester, stayed in a hotel in Littlestown. It wasn't too expensive, hired a car too, very good value. It'd be great to see you next year. It would be great to come, mate, and meet some of the guys that I've spoke to, like yourself. Obviously, I speak quite regularly to Two-Tone Murphy and a load of other guys, and the developers as well that I've spoke to countless times on email and through Discord, that I can actually finally put a face to the name. Some I've seen the faces for, obviously, but most of the time it is like, you know, I've got to speak to them a lot over the last 5-6 years when still not actually met them. So yeah, absolutely. And I don't know what we're going to see by then. No one come into the chat and say, oh yeah, by the time that 757 will be out by then. It will be. It will be, alright? I thought Stuttgart this morning after watching your video, mate. It's incredible. And you know what? Okay, yeah. Let's just put it to rest now. I know the sim is about flying, but I tell you what, if you buy Stuttgart from Aerosoft, you need to just have a little walk around the interior of that terminal, because you could just spend all day their virtual plane spawn, and need to dive into VR and do it. The visitor balcony in VR will be
Oh,
insane.
it would be amazing, especially in the Pimax. You know,
Yeah.
I'd be like doing it now.
It'd be amazing. But yeah, spelling. No, I mean, I guess you would say Stuttgart, so it kind of is how it's spelt, I guess. But yeah,
Wouldn't the
where
weather
are we
look
now?
great though?
The weather looks fantastic. I mean, obviously, we can't really see much in the way of the lovely English countryside, but the weather
You can
effects.
see bits of it.
Can see bits of it. You can see the lovely fields as we head south.
All the farmers' fields just looks like Wigan. It all looks the same in the UK to me.
The clouds look fantastic though. These rain clouds coming down. There's an airfield
Yeah.
over there. I'm not too sure what that one is. Let me have a little look. EGBM. Don't ask me what that is. Someone can have a little look online and tell me what that is.
BM.
We're heading to waypoint Love 'em. I absolutely love them. And in terms of where we are, we do a bit of a... We're upside down here, aren't we? We are making good progress. We're actually going to be passing over to the right of... Over to the left, or whatever way you're looking at the UK. Birmingham Airport, which I think I still have installed because I have actually got to clear out my community folder recently. I love how everyone's sort of flying away from me like I stink.
Well, I'm trying to.
I'm
I'm a bit too fast,
there you
to be
are.
honest.
It's
I'm a
alright.
bit too fast.
No,
What
the
is
other
your
guys are.
cruise speed?
My speed right now is 93 knots.
Good lord, I'm
Well,
struggling
it
to
is.
do that in this.
It is, but I could probably make it a bit faster. I just don't want to overdo the
No,
the
don't worry
RPM.
about it.
I've brought the mixture down. Tatton Hill. That's where EG. What was it? EGBM.
I may just come back in the Kit Fox and just spawn on you because I'm struggling to go very slow.
Oh right, okay.
It'll take me a sec.
It could do. But yeah, those clouds look absolutely fantastic, guys. If you are watching the live stream, thank you so much. If you are rewatching the live stream, even better, because you've definitely got the patience to be waiting, what, 2.5, 3 hours for us to get down to France. But like I said, I've got the shipping sort of add-on, what's it called, global shipping. The actual payware version, I think the freeware one and the payware one's completely different developers, but the channel is fantastic with the global shipping.
Oh, I love that seafront. Is that Seafront
Yeah, it is
Simulations
Seafront
one?
Simulations,
I use that
yeah.
as well. It's great.
Fantastic. It really is nice. It adds so much to the waterways and the rivers and stuff like that. New York looks great, and as I say, the channel is just rammed with ferries and tankers and stuff like that. I've noticed there's a couple of static ships as well that appear with helipads, which you can actually land on. Dave's in the chat. Hi Brian, which server are you using? We were on Southeast Asia, mate, just to obviously keep things quiet, if you like, just so we're not hit by a lot of other people trying to take us down in an F-18 and, you know, intercept us and stuff. I felt lucky as our booth was next to wing control. Okay, that was a great stand. Even got the goodies from them. Yes. Wing control just knocked again. They seem to always just come to these events, whether it's America or Europe, and just they hit it out the park. And obviously, it's stuff that I won't really use. In fact, you will see behind me that I've got some of the wing control, or at the time wing. At the time, I've got some of the stuff behind me. It's fantastic. I think the big thing about wing control is just I'm still puzzled on how they keep the price point down. The price to sort of quality ratio just seems impossible. They will hold that secret close to their chest, I'd imagine. But if you look at the recently announced overhead panel, which for a full scale overhead panel, other companies like I forget the name of the is it Sharkery or something like that. You know, their full overhead panel is it a couple of grand? Is it 1,700, $2,000? There's another one that's like 800, but again, it's still not a full size one. And then Wing Control just come in and go, there you go. There's a full Airbus overhead panel, absolutely detailed. The fire switches. We didn't see any of the lighting. They didn't have it there at the show, I believe. And $350. So you know, it's what, 300 quid, maybe a bit more. I don't know. And then also all of the force feedback stuff, like what do they call the force feedback stuff? It had a cool name. They had like a motor that attached to the pedals and the existing lineup, and they had like a full metal Airbus joystick as well, like a proper Airbus, not the one that they've got now. It was a full realistic Airbus side stick with, again, the feedback motor inside it. I know there is a minor Airbus stick does have a bit of vibration to it, but yeah, they just seem to.
You can set the. I use the AB9 with the Verpal, and it has some brilliant profiles for the Airbuses.
Yeah.
So it goes like super stiff. It's really cool.
Brian said, I actually asked how the hell they make the money. See, he said heck, but yeah, how the heck do you make your money? It is interesting, mate. You look at the stuff and you think, surely they're making a loss, but they seem to be doing very well. It sounds like they're going to be bringing some more Boeing stuff out in June. From what they said on stage, they sound like they're going to be possibly doing a Boeing overhead panel. Makes sense. And again, I'm very confident going back, cycling back round to the Bluebird 757, which obviously I've had time with as a non-airline flyer in the sim. I had Captain Mark from Airliners Live, who was an Airbus pilot who was a 757 pilot, helped me with some stuff. I also had some American 757 pilots over on Discord in voice chat with me and Bluebird, actually, as I was flying the 757 over Amsterdam in the sim, and he was literally just telling me, these guys have got it spot on. You know, it might sound a bit, what would you call it, scripted or something, but he was saying, if you press this is what this will do, and he was telling me everything. He was telling me how to do LNAV and VNAV, and that was the idea, and it was just incredible. And again, I'm going to say if, because obviously there's factors, guys, but I'm confident that these guys will get a Q3 release date, and if Wind Control get their Boeing stuff out around the same time, you know, people are going to be having quite a nice little time in the 757 and the Wind Control Boeing gear. So yes, I've got all the Airbus stuff, even one that isn't released yet. The TCAS, I think the TCAS panel was there on I saw a clip of it. I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, obviously the guys over in Airliners Live, obviously a massive fan of those guys. It's no secret. They've got their, you know, flight sim build at their office, all Wing Control sponsored stuff, and I can't wait till Wing Control send them the overhead panel and all the other bits and bobs, because it's going to be great to see. I still haven't seen, Brian, you might know this, I still haven't saw a, what would you call it? I think, is it called a glare wind or glare shield? It's the bit with the disengage button, you know, so it's auto, not the autopilot disengage, it's the warning button. I can't remember what it's called, but that bit, I saw it online a while back, and Wing Control did do a version of it, but I haven't seen it since. Alex will know what it's called.
Are you on about the master caution?
Master caution, but it's the actual bit, the bit of the cockpit it's in. I think it's called the glare shield or the glare wing.
It's the glare shield. Yeah, the glare shield.
Yeah, Wing Control did do that, or they still do, or it's not very available at the minute. Let's have a look. We probably actually went past Birmingham right now. Let's have
Where
a
are you
look.
close to now, Brian? Because I'm about to take off from that little
right,
airport you said.
Oh yeah, you might need to sort of go elsewhere. You might better be going off. Might better go to like EGGP now that we're actually we're right by Birmingham.
I'm in the TBM, so I'd probably be able to catch up with you, to be honest with you.
You probably will, mate. It'd be hard to stay close to us though. There is EGGP Birmingham over there. A couple of obviously flights going in there. Adel Cutoff 58. Why do I know that name? Because it's Dave. That's why. I was like, I know that. I know that name. They haven't done the glare shield wings. Can you imagine the width? Oh, hang on. Who's that? Who's that? There's a Beechcraft 400. Why is there a Beechcraft 400 on my wing?
Oh, it's me. I'm in a Kit Fox.
Why don't I have the Kit Fox? Yeah, that's your avatar.
That's
there you
sacrilege.
go. I did have the Kit Fox, to be fair. I did a couple of videos for Got Friends. No, Got Friends and Parallel. I did a while back, like I think 2020 at the start of
How come you don't keep planes installed? Because I literally, once it's there forever for me, unless it's terrible.
If it's on the market,
6,000 sim objects.
If it's on the marketplace, then obviously with 2024 you don't really need to think about it now because it's all sort of streamed in. But
yeah, that's true.
I emptied the community folder recently, so what I'm finding is I'm going in and thinking I need that plane, and going, oh, it isn't installed. Also, it's a good example was recently Papa Hotel, the guy who did Ronald, his name is, he did Lilstad. It's actually in the video that Jorg used in the Microsoft Flight Sim official event. His little pre-recorded video, his keynote speech, that's the word I'm trying to look for.
Oh yeah, you got there.
I did, yeah. When they were showing the Fokker off, they were at the virtual Lilstad, and that was Ronald that made a Papa Hotel scenery design. He sent me that ages ago, and I had to message him and go, can you send it back again? I haven't got it anymore because I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't take my community folder out and put it back into my drive because I just don't have the space for it. So it was kind of like I had two windows open. I was going, that's going back in, that's going back in. That can stay out for a while until I got to the point where I was like, right, I've got enough in, but now I'm finding I'm going back in and going, oh, I haven't got that installed. The airport
that's why I just leave everything on, but I get what you mean.
Yeah. The sim is looking very smooth. It's been fantastic, Brian, mate. It's been really, really cool. I mean, look at this right now. Look at this. Look at the clouds here. Wow. And we're going to be going into them. I'm going to have to get a screenshot of that. So right now we've passed, I would say, sort of, the Midlands, haven't we? So, you know, let's say we're kind of midway through, I guess. My plane is actually flying sideways still, so by the looks of it.
A little skimmer over there, doing all right. So what am I showing as a Beechcraft?
Yeah, Beechcraft 400, like a really old little business jet with the back gears out, the main landing gear and the nose gear in for some reason.
How bizarre.
Yeah. We've got Dave over there. That's Dave from the live chat. Fantastic to see you, mate. We've got Alex just over there in the is it a TDM? Whoa, you've just, what happened to you?
I paused because I thought I'd go swap out.
We've got Avison, so we've got Kev. We've got Fjord Skimmer somewhere. I think he's gone into the cloud ears there. Fantastic. Good stuff. And my little key binding for the names is Alt 2. So I'll keep that on for a while. We're flying into cloud. Jesus. You're in for a ride, guys. Christian, what's my GPU? My GPU is the RTX 4070 Ti Super. So to be honest with you, with the amount of people I've seen using the 5000 series, mate, it feels outdated. And I must admit, I got this about 2 or 3 months before they announced the 5000 series, so I was a bit gutted because I paid full price for this. So yeah, is what it is. It runs the sim, it runs what I need it to. I haven't been playing anything else. We've just entered a cloud which is full of rain. My 172 is getting absolutely battered. We can keep live weather going if you want. Have you done any work with? No, I haven't done work. So the amazing creator that has done work with Simwings, I think it's Simwings that you're on about, is Aviator Crow. I can't say his name. I think it is Aviator Crow. He's in my Discord. Very, very good at making trailers and cinematics. He is the one who does their trailers. Fantastic work. Very, very atmospheric cinematics. He knows how to scene things up and make things look realistic. And if I'm going to be totally honest, if he ever sees this live stream, I must admit the second scene of the 757 trailer where it's on the ground at Amsterdam in the dark and it's being loaded up in the stairs and the catering trucks on it, I would say that was definitely inspired by some of his stuff, because the way you use the rain on the ground and the night lighting in the sim, especially 2024, you can create some really nice lit scenes, and then obviously have the reflections in the ground. The rain on the ground, which I must admit I think has changed. I think they've updated it. I feel like the puddles on the floor just look a bit more realistic. They're oddly enough look a bit more like X-Plane 12, which I think does rain on the ground very, very well. I'm a bit scared in these clouds, I must admit. You can see the ground still. Hopefully we come out, because we're seeing absolutely nothing at the minute. If you guys...
I'm at Coventry now.
Sam, mate. Oh, Coventry. I tell you what, I hope Morgan updates the Coventry scene. I know it's closing down in real life, but his Coventry scenery was incredible. Freeway Coventry scenery.
They're not scenery right now.
Alright. It does work in 2024. There's a couple of elevation issues on the outskirts, but it pretty much still works. He is updating it though. Fantastic scenery. Again, one of the best UK freeware sceneries, along with like the likes of Duxford and stuff like that. Yeah, Dave, I can see you, mate. Yeah. Well, I could do. Where have you gone? Oh. If you can let me know in the live chat, guys, whether you want me to change the weather, because let's be honest, we're seeing absolutely nothing here, and it kind of makes the live stream honestly a bit boring because you can't see a thing. We're coming out the clouds now. I mean, we're gonna hit another batch of clouds here. Look at this. Oof. The rain splashes on the ground were disappointing to me in 2024. I think the rain splashes, yeah, Brian, yeah, they do, mate. They look a bit old. The animation looks a bit dated, I must admit with you. The puddles on the ground and how it lies on the ground does look nice. I think they've updated it. But the splashes, yeah, the actual rain hitting the floor looks a bit not as good as what it looks like on the glass on windows and windshields and stuff like that.
I quite like the rain on the floor, to be fair.
The rain on the floor is good, but if you have a look at it splashing, the animations look a bit dated, I must admit.
Yeah, the splash animation's a bit meh.
It is. The splash animations on the actual plane's great. It's fantastic. I am going to change the weather, but I'm not going to sort of... What can we do? Because I've got a few presets here. Should we change it?
You got them 4S ones?
I've got the Floyd's ones as well, but I'm going to just change it to one of the... Should we do scattered clouds? No, scattered clouds is a bit too much.
You can do high level clouds. That's the basic one where you see everything.
Yeah, guys, let's do high level clouds. Obviously, it makes everything look like it's in summer, but I am in June, so it might. Yeah, I mean, it makes England look like.
Well, this is
Egypt
what it looks
or
like. Well, yeah, with the clouds, it's more realistic.
Yeah, it is. I must admit.
This is what a good one for the sim that Coronado did, the PC-12. I love it, man.
PC-12,
I haven't
yeah.
tried that one. That's the only one.
It is good.
I haven't really got, because I never really got into it. I got into the 24 more. I was like taking that around the bush strips in Chile, but I don't know why it never really appealed to me.
Yeah, I really like it, to be fair.
I love all Coronado stuff though. It's just always great. What was the most recent? Oh no, it wasn't
Coronado would have just done. Oh, I
They
can't
just
remember.
announced the Beach 200.
They're doing the King Air next, but it's not
yeah,
far
that's
off.
it. Yeah, King Air. I'm looking forward to that.
Brian said we should keep it on live weather, so guys, flicker back to live weather.
Well, I did because I'm just.
I mean, I've flicked it back to live weather. I know you are. I've seen your videos. That sounded a bit wrong, man. I've seen your videos.
Yeah, I know. Not only fans, TikTok.
Yeah. You made me blush a bit there.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Strictly, according to Christian, you need to go instrument flight rules, otherwise you're breaking CAA rules. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. We're not. Yeah, we're not doing that today. It becomes less fun, I guess, and I know people do like to use the sim for really, spot on flying, and this is the beauty of it. You know what I mean? The fact that it's come to consoles, we're getting more people into not only flight simming but for aviation. On TikTok especially,
great.
It is fantastic. Yeah. On TikTok especially, there's all these young new creators or just young new enthusiasts who are coming in, and they're not taking things seriously. Some of them are a bit more immature, but no, I mean,
at the start, like I come from Xbox. In COVID, I've always loved aviation, but life got in the way, and then COVID came, and I found it on Xbox, and then worked my way up to PC and emotion because I love it that much.
Exactly.
So if it wasn't for the Xbox, I wouldn't have found the sim.
And this is it. Oh yes, I'm just my VATSIM motor. Yeah, I know, Christian, mate. I know. And this is the thing that we're saying is that we, as much stick as the sim gets, we get frustrated. I've just been, commenting on one of the videos there, and someone was getting really sort of, really arsey about sort of everything, sort of saying, oh, I don't sim anymore because it's really peed me off, and I'm like, okay, fair enough, but let's keep things positive. You might not like the sim anymore. Many people do. It does test our patience. Alex has just had it crash the desktop. He's sorted it out now. It happens. It does it to me, but I'd like to just keep as positive as I can and go, if it's not working, we'll troubleshoot it, we'll come back to it. Don't get me wrong, 2024 with its sort of streaming side, people were very, very unhappy that it was going to streaming. It worked out quite well. Some of it's still a bit iffy because let's be honest, if the server's down, your sim's down, there's nothing you can do. That's the same for most games now. I think even games that don't have multiplayer, they require some kind of online connection, which is nice in a sense because sometimes it saves people from stealing things. And yeah, what I'm saying is that it tests our patience sometimes. It's just it can go as fun as you like. You can do some bush flying, which, listen guys, bush flying, and I've got the person in the chat now to really back me up on this. It is so bloody exciting. Like, it doesn't matter if you sort of don't know how to fly so well. With Microsoft Flight Simulator, the fact that the scenery is so realistic and you can then get some freeware add-ons that make it even better. Payware as well, of course, but there's a lot of freeware stuff out there, especially bush airstrips, and you can just be in the middle of the, you know, mostly in the States really, but you know, you can go and do some, you know, technically not bush flying, but yeah, you can do some in Europe and go around the mountains. But in the States, Idaho especially, you're gonna, it's incredible. It really is. The little bush strips, if you've got the likes of Parallel 42's camp out installed and you want to sort of, not so much role play, I guess, but yeah, if you want to hang out online with the avatars, the fact that you've got, it's great.
Tent out and that. I mean, the Kit Fox comes with the tent. A lot of people don't know, if you just turn around and click the tent, it comes out. It's
fantastic, and you know, especially now with the walking mode, you can now obviously meet up with your friends in these bush strips, in general aviation strips, with sceneries like obviously Aerosoft Stuttgart yesterday and other sceneries as well. You know, you can go as far as meeting your mates up and you've just flown your Airbus leg, EasyJet leg. You know, you can all meet up in the virtual terminal, and okay, yeah, sounds a bit but it's very fun, especially if you start mixing it with Discord and chat, and you then mix it with community flights like this. They don't need to be realistic, they can be. That's great as well. I can't wait until we get an actual shared cockpit. I know there is one out now, but I don't know if it's amazing. But you know, we've got shared cockpit in 2024 to look forward to, whoever decides to do that. And it's just fun, and I love the amount of memes that you see on not just TikTok but Instagram of it's I think it's one of the wrestlers, isn't it? And he's eating like a packet of crisp, and it's like, you know, me sitting on a 7-hour flight in an Airbus,
I haven't got
just
the patience
enjoying
to
it.
do 7 hours.
No, I haven't. I haven't. I know Alex does a lot of airline flying.
I do a lot.
You do, mate. And I must admit, every time I've loaded the sim up, I'll look on my live map and I'll see your gamer tag on there, and you're doing some kind of trip over to the US or from some places in Europe, you know, and it's fantastic to see. It really is. But going into the other fun element is the community. I know Brian's in the live chat here speaking about FS Weekend. That's the other part of FS Weekend. That is the biggest reason why I want to go. I want to see the stuff. I want to meet the people, but I want to sort of meet the community. Yeah, I want to look at everything. No, definitely. I want to see what's there.
Because you want to see the new innovations, because it's like, it's come a long way, flight simming, just in the past couple of years, with like Moser with the FFB stuff, making it more affordable, and then DOF with the motion rigs, and it's just like, I think it's such a good time to be a simmer, like, ever.
It is. It's becoming, like we said before with wing control, it's becoming a lot more accessible. People are getting actual hardware. Like, I never thought, I started late with simming. I've been into aviation for, you know, since I was a little boy, but I'd never had the opportunity to have a flight sim. I would have loved it when I was a bit younger, but admittedly it was 2017, 2018, and even that space of time, we've come a long way. We're getting a hardware that is affordable. It's still not cheap, but
it never is in flight simming. Gee, it's more affordable than it. Yeah, like it used to be like $2,000 for 4 speedback stuff,
exactly.
And 600 quid. Well, the AB6, that's made it a lot more affordable.
It's but again, I coming back to why I want to go to the weekend, it is to see the stuff, don't get me wrong, it is, but it's to meet the community. It's what we're doing now. It's going there to, like I said before, put a face to the name and speak to these people, and just you can talk online and through Discord. It's great, but it's not the same like going to meet them and a
lot of simmers don't like human contact though.
No,
like,
they don't.
We don't open the curtains. I mean, I don't open the curtains very often.
No, mine's a blackout blind. It's never open in this room, and
yeah, we're like vampires.
Yeah, but then we all kind of get each other, and you know, everyone just gets along. You know what I mean? All different ages, all different walks of life, all different setups. all different choices of aircraft. You know, Alex does like to fly airliners. A couple of other guys here like to fly airliners, but you know, this is lovely because we're flying over a one-to-one recreation of Earth and the United Kingdom right now. If we look over, I mean, right now we're getting over to London now. In fact, this trip's been actually faster than I thought, if I'm going to be totally honest. I don't know if we've got have we still got a tailwind possibly, because I tell you what.
Yeah, 35 knots.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm 11 miles from you. No, not 11. I think I'm literally about to come up to you guys now.
Nice. Because but actually, what we're doing now is we're not far. We're gonna start to approach London City Airport, going into sort of Dover direction. We won't see Gatwick. You know, we'll see London City if the clouds budge up a bit, but yeah, this is what it's all about. Saying what are we, about between 3,000 and 4,000, and I love that we can look down on the ground. And this is going back to flying in, technically not a sim, but Aeroflight FS2. Very, very, not arcadey, but again, just kind of the first little foot into flying a plane virtually. And you didn't have the world, you had a bit of the United States. And then obviously X-Plane 11 is where I started looking. But then again, the ground poly, the ground scenery. I mean, I'm looking down here now, and we've got I haven't got a clue what motorway that is, by the way, but we've got a motorway, and we can follow that motorway. It's probably it could be the M6, I don't know. And then you see all these fields, and then you'll start picking out all of the different airfields, all of the different smaller airports, some of the bigger airports, of course. And then you keep on looking forward, and you'll start seeing the shoreline, and it's like, you know, if we just carry on, we'll end up over Spain soon. And I know it sounds obvious, but it's come a long way in a short space of time as well. So I always think to myself, what are they going to do for the next iteration?
Can you see me, mate?
I can see you, yeah. PC-12, yeah. Long haul flights can mess up your back, and you can also and
my
they also
back's
don't
hurting
make
at the
great
minute.
they also don't make great YouTube viewing. That's what Christian said on the live chat. I have to agree, mate. The viewer retention of a live stream or a video, if you're doing long haul flights, I think that's why most people, if they're going to do a video, obviously a video on demand, they will tend to chop up the video. I've noticed some of those full flight videos tend to say full flight when they're actually not showing the full flight. They are A to B. And
do people want to watch a full flight though, or do they?
This is the thing. I would watch.
I could never figure it out myself.
I'd watch like an A to B, but with a bit of a, you know, your top of the, you know, your cruise, your bit of your cruise, maybe a few different wing views and cabin views if the particular aircraft has it.
Yeah.
Definitely taxiing, taking off, landing and taxiing to the gate. Absolutely. We're actually heading over to Luton. That's where we are. That's what I thought I saw before. I think I have Innie Builds Luton installed as well. But I personally wouldn't watch a full flight, if I'm going to be totally honest. Again, some people might struggle watching this, but I think with the fact that you can see the scenery and you can spot things, I think it does help. Let's have a little look at the live chat. I paid $900 for a Boeing 737 MCP and an EFIS in 11 years ago. The developers stopped supporting its software after 3 years. It just demonstrates the great value of wing control, about a third of the price. Again, yeah, I couldn't agree more. And the quality of wing control, yeah, exactly. I don't want to mention names because sometimes it's not appropriate to. But wing control have put out similar products to others for quarter of the price, and the quality is 1,000 times better. That's all I'll say on that matter. Again, I just don't know what magic they're using over there, because they just seem to make these products for a very it's not even an acceptable price. It's just an insane price. I don't get it. What I do really want now, though, for this setup, if I'm going to be honest, is a G1000. I want a G1000. There's quite a few popping up, but they're still quite expensive.
Oh,
Go to touch and go Luton.
We've got Luton over. We're over the top of Luton right now, guys. You can see the EasyJet hangar there, the bright orange one, which is quite hard to miss. And there's an EasyJet taxiing out as well. Look at that. That's cool. See, just little moments like that. Easy 254 A319 taxiing in there. Can't see any more aircraft though on the ground.
Touch and go Luton now.
He's doing a touch and go. But yeah, massive thanks to obviously the guys over in the live chat, anyone who's watching, anyone who's going to watch. Really appreciate it. Everyone who's flying right now, everyone who's joined sort of when the live stream has been running. Fantastic, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I don't know when we're going to be live again doing this. I don't know when we're going to be live again with anything else, if I'm going to be totally honest. Dave's in an A320, I think. Have you gone back to a 172, Sarah?
I have, so you should see me now.
Yeah, you're right next to me, yeah. And then Kev, we've got Kev over there, and we've got Dave.
Skimmer's right on your other side.
Perfect. Oh yeah, there he is, absolutely skimming, doing what he does best, skimming Y-wing. And then we've got Alex just proper going down the Mach loop style over the it looks like you're dead low, mate. Are you
Quite low, yeah, I'm coming back up now. I've just done a touch and go.
Nice. Right, so yeah, this is actually been a lot. Yeah, we've made some fantastic time, guys. So we are heading to sort of the south coast of the United Kingdom now. Over to our right, you will not see it, but London is over there somewhere.
In the smog.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And then we're
Could
gonna
fly down the Thames if we could.
Yeah, we're like over halfway now. It's not been too bad.
We are. I would say,
yeah, when you're having fun.
Exactly. It does, and great company as well. And listen, guys, you know, again, I'll say thank you, but this is a thank you from me, because it has been a bit of a short one. We haven't really had time to set things up, but I don't think you really need to set things up unless you're doing something really intricate with your flight plan. I do want to do more of these. Everyone who isn't in Discord, please try and get into there. We'll come up with some other locations. I want Sarah to do one. I know she has a lot of places she wants us to see.
Oh yeah,
so we'll
all over Chile.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll go somewhere a bit more exotic next time. Get out of this rain, and we won't leave it too long, because it's a lovely thing to do. Obviously, everyone's got things they need to do in the real world, but when we can get on the sim.
Oh, I pretty much I'm easy after like 6 p.m. So just let me know.
Absolutely. And again, guys, everyone's welcome to come in. All that I obviously ask, I know you guys have been fantastic, but for anyone watching, anyone who wants to do it in the future, you know, you're more than welcome to come into the voice chat. Keep it clean. Even if you're not in the voice chat, keep things sensible. You know, don't start peeing about. There's no point. It's not something we can also just sort of start kicking people from as well, because then we're changing servers and stuff like that. You know, so you know, let's just keep it sensible. We're all having a good time. We're all flying.
It's all very civil.
It's civil, and you know, we can all sort of give each other tips. We've been doing that in the live stream. We've talked about different things. We can carry on talking about different subjects. It's just lovely, free and easy situation. Who's in the live? Let's have a little look. Your man passed my PPL skill test at the weekend. Nice one, Harry, mate. Well done. Congratulations, mate. I mean, you know, the world's going to be your oyster soon enough, and I don't know if you plan to go on to do airline flying. I think generally when you do your PPL and you do your flying in real life, that's, you know, what you're aiming for. It's fun that you start hearing about pilots flying the big aircraft and then they end up in America flying the business jets for, you know, the rich and the famous. I find that really interesting as well.
Apparently, like, once you get in with a good family, they'll just like kind of look after you.
Yeah, it sounds incredible though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Flying like a global 6000 over America and then coming over to the UK and whatever, just incredible.
Oh, it's like,
40,000 feet as well.
TikTok, and it was like, I can't remember, he was going to Switzerland for Christmas on you know, a PC whatever, and I was like, it was a PC 21 or
PC 24 in Switzerland.
Yeah,
they love to use
it.
them. I think I watched the same one, and he kind of cuts through the mountains, and I'm like,
yeah,
Jesus.
and I was like, oh, that's so sickening.
I tell you what we'll do, guys, is because at the end of the day, I thought that we were going to be on till about 10 o'clock here. It's 10 to 9 in the UK right now. What we might do, I think it'll only be sensible enough to do it, but when we start seeing the Thames, I think maybe we can go off for a little trip down to that London. And,
down to London.
We can fly down the Thames at a bit of a low level. If anyone's skillful enough, you can fly through the Tower Bridge. Now, we you know, if you want to do that, you can. I'm not going to stop you, but
it's where the clicking boxes that worries me.
We will fly down the Thames, and then kind of we'll cut back down the same route and come back to where we were. I know some of you guys might have uploaded the flight plan. It's nothing mad, but we'll come back to the Magenta line and head over the what do we call it? The channel. The channel at the narrowest. It's not the narrowest point, I guess. It's not Dover. I think it's slightly off there. But yeah, we'll fly down the Thames, have a little look at what they're doing down in the Shard and stuff, and then pop back down. Who else has come in? Islander for me, Brian, Dave. I love the Islander. I must admit, I would like a bit more of a high fidelity one, if I'm going to be totally honest. Like if maybe Just Flight or even Coronado did the Islander.
The cockpit's a bit meh.
Yeah, it's not. It was good back then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's very
outdated
square
now.
and cubey. Yeah,
It is, but
that's what puts me off it, because outside it's beautiful, but the cockpit is pretty bad.
Brian just said I was chuffed that Orbex released my local Gamson. So Brian, that's actually Ben and Blue Designs, mate, and that's the official trailers on my channel. Wink, wink. Shameless plug. But yeah,
they do good stuff. Ben
and Blue Designs do, and I'll tell you guys now, because they've already told people are doing it. But I'm currently in the process of making the trailer for Kemble, the Cotswolds airport.
Ooh.
With all of the the retired aircraft. So in the Discord, when I said I'm working on the most varied airport, it is because they've got GA, they've got helicopters, they get military sorts of movements, not so much military
cool.
stays. They've obviously get airliners of all shapes and size coming to retire there. So I'm going to be working hard on that, because I'm going to have to film a lot of different aircraft. I'm also going to have to possibly try and pull £40 out of thin air and try and get an A319, an A321 from Phoenix, because I know there is one of the biggest sort of clips online of Kemble was when the China Southern A319 came in. So I really, really want to feature that in the trailer. So yeah, I'll be doing that. But yeah, Ben and Blue Designs, that's their next one, I believe. I'm still waiting for the elusive Blackpool and Harden. Don't know where that's gone. Who's making that? I need one of those. Blackpool mostly, I think, because I don't fly the Beluga. What else have we got? Even and all, good to see you, Dazza, and who else? Brian, yeah, so not Even and Brian, this is Ace Airstream. Been watching whilst finishing X-Plane 12 flight. This in the Delta Falcon 50 by Coronado from X-Plane 11. We just did get an update on the Contrail Falcon 50, which obviously
That looks good, yeah.
I did the trailer for, but they've obviously forgot me now. They're not bothered about me anymore. So, but no, no, it's do you know what? Do you know what?
Is it 24 the Falcon?
I think so, yeah.
No,
I think it is. I think it is. But it's looking good. Mark, hi mate. Any news on Liverpool Innie builds? Mate, don't start. Don't start. Me and Alex are sitting there, mate. Mark, me and Alex are every day, mate. In the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, we are sitting there going, like tapping on our watches, going, Innie builds, what are you doing? Because it looks like, I'm going to be honest, it looks like they are going to release the TriStar before Liverpool comes.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that TriStar. I'm so excited.
It looks incredible. They've actually also modelled the little waiting area at the bottom of the TriStar.
No way.
The little lounge that you used to go in. Like I must admit, TriStar is still in my sort of age range. I remember when they were flying, but
yeah, me too.
It's
the British Airways ones,
yeah.
You know, the Trident. Oh, so
well,
pretty.
they were thingy, weren't they? The British Airways TriStar was the one that's featured mostly on the trailer.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And they've included the little lounge that you used to, I think the business class used to go in. Brian, thank you so a little towards your oh my god, mate, thank you so much. Brian with the very generous, and again always kind of makes me sort of blush because I never expect it, or I never expect it, and I never ask for it at all. But yeah, Brian has just donated £20 to the Phoenix Fund because I do really want an A319.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you so much.
You do a lot of hard work. You deserve it, mate.
Do you know what? If I could just, I've said this before a few times, if I could just do the channel on live streams, I would. But there's so many sort of other little videos that I want to try and do. But it is logistically easier to do a live stream. It's just you've got to fill the air with, you know,
yeah, there's no gaps. I know,
word,
yeah.
You know
I used to do lives, and that's why I've not done them for a bit, because I haven't been well, and you've got to be on form for a live. Exactly.
Can't
and
be
if miserable.
You can't, and if you want to put your face on camera as well, because obviously I know there's still a lot of people who live stream who don't put their face on camera.
I did sometimes, and then sometimes I didn't, and it didn't seem to make a huge difference.
It's
really,
a funny one because people say it's supposed to, like that, having face on live stream or videos.
But when you've got a VR headset on,
you're not going to
see. Looking at my mouth, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So we look straight ahead, folks. It's the Thames.
Yeah, looks. If you look over to the left and the right, you can also
EastEnders.
It is. Do you know what we'll do, guys? I know Kev is off to the left. Avison is off to the left. He's actually looks by the Dartford River crossing. I actually went on this bridge when I was a lot younger, and it terrified me. Dave, you didn't have to do that, mate. Dave and the rest, another 20 quid. Jesus Christ. So
Thank you,
I
Dave.
saw it now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's the Phoenix.
I can get it because you know, it's I believe I think it's 40 to add the 19 and the 21 onto it. Thank you so much, guys. I can get them now and also have it on the Kemble or the Cotswolds trailer now. So thank you so much, and I can obviously have a little go in it. The A319 mostly. I don't think I'll be flying the 321 much.
That's the little one, isn't it? I like
it's
the
a little one, yeah.
because it's a baby one.
Yeah, it's lovely. Right, guys, I'm gonna actually hand fly this for a bit now. Let's go towards.
The weather's just changed.
It has.
We need to move to the right if we want to go down like to see the lights and that.
We'll go towards the. No, do you know what? Actually, that's just going to add a bit of time on. Let's get to the right and follow the Thames, obviously all the way down to the wheel, and when we get to the wheel, we can sort of go over the palace and then come back on ourselves and you can just follow me until we get back to the magenta line. If you guys have obviously uploaded the flight plan, you'll see it anyway. But yeah, we'll dive down and watch all of these suits at the Canary Wharf going about the business. So please, you can get it now. Thank you so much, guys. I honestly really appreciate it. Head to Lid. I've actually got Burn and Blue Designs Lid installed. It was one of my. It's still quite an amazing airport, but it's one of the older ones now. But it's fantastic. Lid has got the Bristow helicopter hangars, and they look to tell you what, they still look amazing at the night time with the night lighting. Yeah, do you know what? I think we could do that. I think possibly the flight plan does take it. I think Lid Echo Golf Mike Delta.
Yeah, that's Lid.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, well we're going right over it. Plus the satellite imagery there on that coast is incredible. It has been since 2020, I must admit. I put
some stuff in screenshots, by the way, Brian.
Perfect, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, mate. But yeah, thanks to everyone. Thank you for everyone. Dave and Brian, I can't really say much more, but you guys have contributed to the channel, and even if you were just in the live chat chatting away, getting involved, that's good enough for us. And the guys at the live stream here right now flying with me, and you know, it's not just about a community fight, it's about the time that these guys have actually taken out the evening to fly with us. And there's what was that taken off from? You guys got the same, because I've put my live traffic on, that's probably why I haven't turned it off. What was that taken off from London City?
I tried to go under a bridge and it was solid.
They don't. Not all of them work, I must admit. Even the 3D ones don't. Wait, what's happening here? Whoa, 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 whoa. I can see Dave. Idle cut off to the left, guys. Dave is actually going down into London City. Fair play to him, like.
I'm in London now. I'm going down the Thames, about to go through the bridge.
Mark, that's not a bad shout, mate. Not a bad shout. I know he would do a very good version, and to be fair, he's not that. I guess he's not far. You know, he's in sort of the north of the United Kingdom. It is a bit windy down here as well, I've noticed. I'm getting blown everywhere. But no, for a bit of context there, Mark was saying, can Perseverance Scenery do Blackpool? I was like, that's not about shout, because if you guys have seen his Doncaster Sheffield, then you'll know he's very capable. By the way, guys, there will be some content on Doncaster Sheffield on the channel soon, in two ways. One will be me and Liam actually going there in real life, and that's all I'm going to say on that. And then we've also got a teaser trailer for Doncaster Sheffield that I put together at about 3 o'clock in the morning one morning. Jesus, it is very, very windy here. This is worse than Liverpool.
Just a little bit. I'm getting rocked about.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's the Millennium Dome. Do they still do concerts in that? I went to watch
Drinks
in that years ago. When you come to the UK.
Look at Dave there. Look at Idle Cutoff there. And he's in the Islander, guys. So, but that bank around in the A320, it was fantastic. I love it. Yeah, there was a few pictures online actually of the O2 when it first opened, with all the mad statues in it and stuff. I actually went to.
It was cool inside.
It was.
But I went to see Prince and I got a little bit too drunk, and I don't really remember Prince, which is a bit of annoying.
Yeah.
I remember going there anyway.
Did you do the runway run? I didn't, mate, but Liam did. Perseverance Scenery did the runway run. The runway run.
One-way run. Say that for 3 times fast.
When you're drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he did the run, Liam. So yeah, but we are due to go back there for a bit. But yeah, as I said, guys, there is a teaser for Donk. Way. I'm gonna have to get some altitude here. I'm getting absolutely battered. This is the first time, honestly, that I've seen the sim with this kind of sort of turbulence and stuff. It's weird. Like, I must just take it.
It's really bad today.
It is, but I must admit, I don't fly with a lot of live weather on.
I've just crashed into the Thames.
I know, I've just seen it. I'm glad it's had the original. It has, and also hasn't the airspace been reinstated around Doncaster, Sheffield as well now? Pretty sure it has. And it's good to see that it's had its original ICO reinstated, which is fantastic. I love that you can see Fjord Skimmer. He's going along the Thames, but he's actually skimming the Thames. You can actually see the water.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Are you going under? Are you being brave?
No, because I'm getting battered everywhere. As soon as I go any lower than 500,
I know,
it
it's
just...
why I don't like crashing. If I crash in the rig, I get whiplash. It hurts.
But yeah, again, guys, just a massive thank you. This has been great. I do want to do more. So obviously everyone in the live chat, you don't have to be part of the voice chat. You can do. You're very welcome. It's over on Discord. It's just a bit easier to sort of sort out. I hope the Discord chat's been coming through. I don't know if any of you guys flying with me know that if it has been or not. I think it has. I hope so.
Hopefully, we're all just waffling on for nothing.
We have,
but it
yeah,
don't
I
matter
know.
anyway.
It looks like it is because I think the little bars are going up and down. So I hope it has. I was lucky to be allowed to fly over Doncaster Airport in a Piper Warrior from Gamston. Nice. Right, guys, we've got hit a bit of rain again. There's the BT Tower over to the right. I'll be honest with you, Brian. I'm hoping I'm able to get back into the PA28. A lovely chap called Jason from Liverpool Airport took me up in the his PA28. Took me to sleep, and it was really fun. But I'd love to go back up again. Admittedly, I'm trying to get whoever it is who owns the Vision Jet in Blackpool to take me out. Just a little wink, wink.
Jet in Blackpool?
Someone's got a Vision Jet in Blackpool.
No way.
Yeah. It took off from Liverpool one day, and honest to God, it was like a little RAF Hawk. It was so, like, it just zipped past.
That's so cool.
It was so, and the noise out of it as well. I was like, seriously.
Goes into
Brian
Woodville sometimes.
It does, yeah. It goes again in black. And I don't know if it goes. No, I don't think it goes into war. And
Maybe
I don't
it's
think,
like a footballer or something.
It might be, but the Vision Jet apparently is the cheapest little sort of private jet you can
Still
get.
Not
cheaper
cheap,
than
is it?
No, but cheaper like in terms of it. I think it's about the same as, like, you know, an expensive car type price.
Ooh, okay.
Right, guys, we'll zip back down the Thames right over what looks like is that the cricket ground over there. I tell you what, the photogrammetry in London is bloody gorgeous.
It does look good.
Does look good.
Because sometimes it looks a bit like The Walking Dead, you know.
It does,
after
but
the apocalypse.
it does, but at
today
about
it doesn't.
it's about 1,000 feet for me right now, and it looks nice.
Yeah,
I
same.
must admit the new Netherlands and Belgium one wasn't loading in for me, even though I had it active. I noticed the other day, but it always seems to do that. They release a city update, and the towns never go to the photogrammetry straight away, at least. And I've also noticed London doesn't have it, but all these new ones that they're releasing have got like a really bad green shadow across them. It looks awful.
Yeah.
It looks terrible, like everything's covered in moss or something.
Yeah, that makes it look apocalypse-y, like
It does, yeah.
The world's, like, the green's reclaiming everything. But
Right,
London
guys.
looks great.
We will head back to the Magenta line. It'll take us over towards Lyd, and then it will be the last sort of stretch then right over the channel, and we'll all try and land. Hopefully the weather over at LFAT or Le Touquet is just a bit nicer. Oh, Brian's just said planes into runway 02 used to fly over Doncaster when on approach. Even the Vulcan used to do it. Oh, do you know what? Again, it. Obviously, I'm not the age of the Vulcan, but I am the age at where I was able to see the Vulcan fly, and the sound off that is just. Well, wasn't it Concorde engines? I'm pretty certain it just used the Concorde used the engines from the Vulcan, but I could be wrong, or at least some kind of variation. Are you upside down, Alex?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mark, we have got the live weather on, mate. I must admit, it just looks like the whole of the UK is having a bad time at the minute.
Well, it is.
Compared to the last sort of week, where we've had some really lovely weather. Right over the top of London City, I think I've got the Orbex one installed yet. It's odd that we haven't had anyone else take a pop at London City, I've noticed.
I flew into there years ago on a 146.
Oh.
It was so cool.
I think it's just in general flying into London City.
Yeah.
I know there's I think the Swiss A220 goes into London City. I'm pretty certain it does, you know. Yeah, the photogrammetry in London's fantastic, actually. About to intercept the magenta line again, folks, so stay with me. And not visual flight rule conditions. No, they're not at all, mate. But you know we're hardcore, us.
Bit of rain ain't no problem.
No, it isn't. But the 172 I'm in at the minute is just, I tell you what,
It's coping.
It's all right, but it's I should have picked something a bit better, to be fair. I should have got in the Baron.
You chose poorly.
I did. I should have. I've been flying the Baron mostly recently, so I should have done that.
Baron's nice.
I love the.
Have you got the new 208?
No, I haven't. I must admit. And then just a little bit of a disclaimer to everyone, because I said this in someone's live stream earlier on. I can't remember who it was, but we don't always get stuff sent to us for free, by the way, just to let you know. I know there's a lot of people who like to have a little bit of a jab at creators, but no, not everything comes free. If you make good relationships and you get on, obviously if you get on with the developer and you stay loyal to them, and in a not like a loyal in a bad way where you are exclusive to us, because I think if a developer starts having that tone with you, it's better just to leave it. But if you stay respectful and you help them with promoting their product, they're absolutely great. Any builds like that, Burning Blue Designs are another one. Burning Blue Designs are absolutely fantastic. The guys, I don't even have to do anything. They'll message me, there you go, have that. If you can't do a trailer, don't worry about it. If you can't live stream, don't worry about it. But there it is for yourself. Fantastic, love to see it.
Cool. But all the Burning Blue stuff is always amazing. It is anyway.
Yeah, it is, and I'll always try it. There's obviously a handful of developers who I've been speaking to since sort of the 2020 early days, and I'm getting a few changes in the weather right now as well, I've noticed. But yeah, there's a couple of guys who I spoke to for a while, and they just it's nothing's too much for them type thing. Sometimes I'll ask them something and they're like, yeah, no, you're all right. But sometimes you have to test the water. But it's the guys who just keep things nice and simple, and I can go and speak to about things. And admittedly, Sim Market are fantastic like that. Contrail are also fantastic like that.
I get most of my stuff on Sim Market.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm lazy and you just open it and it updates everything for you.
Exactly. And you know what? That's another thing that we've got used to as well. A long time ago, I remember buying stuff for X-Plane 11. God, the way you had to install that. Some of the X-Plane.
Stand on your toe, hold your nose.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And now we've got these stores with the automatic installers, configuration files. That's all done for you.
What's that one we use? Add-on linker. That makes things a lot easier.
Yeah.
My weather's just changed again.
Yeah, mine keeps on flickering.
Stuff on a different drive, so it just makes it easy.
Exactly, mate. You couldn't do that once upon a time. Mark got the live weather on, mate. Yeah. Have you got the harpoon loaded for the dinghies? Wink, wink. I'll let that slide, Brian, because yeah, I'll let it go, mate. I know. Just again, some people might not like like that, but no, this 172 doesn't really come with those weapons. Have you tried the WB Sim 152? Yes, it's fantastic, but the 172 doesn't work for 2004, I don't think. 2004, 2024, Jesus.
What about the
2004.
Bagaloo? The Bagaloo tail dragger, that's really good.
That freeware one?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that works, but the WB Sim 172 doesn't work. I was gutted, because there's some really good liveries for that as well. What happened to Pilot Plus, mate? Christian, don't listen. This is you're gonna start me off, and you're gonna start the discussion. Which, to be fair, we can have. We have got a bit of ground to make up, actually. So it's 9:15 now. So really, it's funny. The last sort of bit of map here that we're looking at has taken. It feels like it's taken longer than the whole stretch of, you know, the northwest down to the Midlands and stuff. But no, mate, I have not got a clue. So funny again. Pilot Plus were another bunch of incredible developers who I had full contact with. They would release it. They would come up to release of an airport, message me, Brian, this is coming out. Do you want to make a video on it? Absolutely. And then they did nothing. They did Swansea and then they disappeared. And it's a shame, because I installed Biggin Hill, which still looks fantastic, incredible in 2024. Not strictly compatible, but it works. Swansea I couldn't get, so I had to email them. Haven't got a response. Everything is still active on their side. Social media still works. The last update was obviously before Swansea, so about 2-3 years back. The website fully functional. I'm pretty sure you can still buy stuff from the website, but nothing. No press release. I did actually ask AI at one point if they knew something. According to AI, Pilot Plus are still active and they are currently updating all of their stuff for 2024. There's absolutely nothing online to support that. So, mate, I understand, and it's frustrating, because they also did Bristol, and Bristol's still good, and then obviously SoFly did it, and yeah, they could really do loads of other great stuff. The only positive thing is Gaia simulations are back, and I'm pretty sure I heard that the Gaia simulations are due at Amsterdam as well as Corfu, which is funny because Corfu looks amazing. Agreed, it was a great aircraft in V1 and even better now. Yep, it's got more speed for longer GA flights. Is everyone Discord still there?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Just quiet. Sorry, I was.
Yeah,
I'm in
I
the
can't see a
clouds
thing.
at the minute.
I know, I can't see a thing. It's just grey. We're not going to see any of the channel. Not going to see any of the lovely ships. But yeah, no, still baffled. Pilot Plus. Yeah, I'd love to know what's happening. I hope we get an update from them at some point. I was surprised about Gaia Simulations doing Amsterdam though, because I know Flight Tampa did a really good one, but it's still not technically compatible with 2024. I think you can buy a freeware to make it work. I think. Sorry, you can download the freeware to make it work. But yeah, I've heard that Gaia Simulations are doing Amsterdam as well, so. Oh, Mark, where is the fun in that, mate? Where is the fun in that? We could switch to instrument flight rules. I mean, now I can stick it into autopilot and put it into nav, and
I've got little breaks in the cloud here and there.
there we go. Yeah, I love a bit of blue sky. Look at that. Hey. I can altitude hold at about 2,700. Take the low fuel in the left wing. I put loads in. It's because we did that. It's because we did that little
excursion.
Yeah. Although it's not set to both. That's why. still only on left. I can set it to both now. Should be fine. With it being a simulator, of course, I'll just add some fuel if that's that's the case. But again, guys, we're not doing everything by the book. We're not, you know, we haven't got ATC, the VAT sim and all that business. We're having a little fly. Granted, we've not seen much of the lovely English countryside. That might be the M25 down there. We've got fields, more fields, motorways, houses. Some blue sky as well, lovely to see. Look at that. If you're wondering what I'm using, it is. It's getting there. I'm hoping it does when we get closer to the coast. If you're wondering about my head tracking, it's Tobii Tracker 5. I can use it a bit more now because it doesn't like. So it basically, the Tobii Tracker comes with a mount for your screen. You can buy 3D printed ones and all manner of different mounts for different things. But the mount that comes with it is basically a 3M tape with a magnet on it. And for flat screens, absolutely fine. But if you've got a curved monitor, like my main monitor is, it doesn't work. It won't stick. It'll stick for a few weeks and then it'll come off. So right now, my Tobii eye tracker is wedged between a little mini tripod, and it just works. So it works. It works now. I can use it a bit more. And when I'm not in VR, honestly, it's the best way to go because it's just a lot easier. It is. When it's on a live stream, it might be a bit too much for some people. I know that's another reason why I don't really live stream in VR is because it can on a flat screen. People watching it, I must admit, some people do say like, nah, I can't watch this. There's too much head movement.
You can do it. Well, I mean, I've done it on TikTok quite successfully, but the only problem I find is it's seeing the chat. You know, you can get bots that read out the messages to you and whatnot, and that works pretty well. But it's always interacting with people in the chat that I find a problem with the VR streaming.
Exactly. And the only way to sort of counteract that, if you're using Quest 3, you can download some stuff, but you have to have it running in the headset, and obviously it pops up in there.
It's all bulky, isn't it? Like you can do it with Steam,
yeah.
And you open, OVR and whatnot, but then it's just adding all extra failing points in it.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, the first time I tried was the last time I tried to live stream because I think my computer at the time was just having a bad time anyway. But yeah, let's have a little look. Did you see they have produced the official GSX profile for Stuttgart? I haven't, mate, but as I say, Stuttgart's just become one of my all-time faves now. I know say all-time's pretty strong after only a day, but it has. I think they've just done such a fantastic job of having that explorable by foot. And I know that's not what it's all about. I know we fly in the sim, but like I was saying before, if you are flying, because Stuttgart has got GA, it's got military, it's got business jet apron, it's got the obviously the airline apron as well. It's a nice variety in Stuttgart, so you could do some fantastic just sort of varied flying. So yeah, it's a lovely place to meet up. So in avatar mode on 2024, it's great. I'd like to do at some point because Germany is a lovely place to fly as well. So we might do that at some point, guys, and it does sort of, I guess it requires you guys to go off and buy Stuttgart, but it's worth it. It really is. Dave, what kind of headset is required for Discord chat, Brian? I mean, what I'm using right now, mate, nothing special. You just dive onto Discord. I can invite you to the chat itself. You can just enter the chat if they're open, and yeah, on my server I've got a community voice chat for flights, and I've got like a normal voice chat just for random times. Sometimes I'll jump into that voice chat. I mean, we could use either one, to be honest. There's no rules against it. It's just I've just mixed it up just to have one as community and the other one as a normal chat, because sometimes I do jump into the chat and just say anyone want to come in and chat about anything, and some people do. Christian, question for Saz. Oh, there you go, Sarah. Look, you've taken over.
Oh,
Question
hello.
for Sarah. What's the very best VR headset currently, and also what's the best bang for the buck headset? There you go. I'm going to leave that to you, Sarah.
Well, best bang for buck is Quest 3, I would say, with virtual desktop. Best quality for me is this one that I'm using. It's the Pimax 50 ppd super crystal super ultra wide. This is my favorite. It's just, the clarity on it is just unbelievable. I think with the Quest you get about 2500 per eye, and then with this one it's like just under 4K, so
Yeah.
you can really tell the difference. But it's not as user friendly. Like, you know, the Quest 3 you can just dive in and it pretty much works, where it's a bit more fine tuning. But if you fly in VR, I would just go for the Pimax ultra wide and thank me later.
Yeah, I agree with Sarah. Obviously, you've got to think about your budget, and absolutely spot on with the Quest 3. I would say, I've just answered the question about VR not too long ago on a comment somewhere. I can't remember because that's what my memory is like. I'm like a goldfish at the minute. But the Quest 3 now I must admit, is technically a bit outdated.
It is,
there's
yeah,
going to
but
be
it's
there's going to
still
be a new.
cheap,
No,
isn't
it is, and it's still
And
very
it's a good
very
entry
nice.
point, like, you
It
know.
is, yeah.
Because I mean, I've still got my Quest 3. I used it for about 2 years. One of them broke, and you know, it's not the best build quality, but just to actually see if you like VR, because
Yeah.
it's not for everybody, is it? Like,
No.
you know, you've got to see if you can deal with the motion and everything. I've been doing it for ages now, so I can just live in VR. But it's worth doing it, and suppose if you can get a Quest off Amazon and you don't like it, you can just send it back.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, if it's your first venture out with VR, try and get something like the Quest 3. You'll be able to get it at a you know, I don't like to say CEX, but the fact that you're going to get your warranty, if anything messes up, you can take it back generally without any concern. eBay, obviously, you've got to be careful as always.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you know that you want, if you're like, I want the best VR
Yeah.
setup there
Yes,
is,
yeah.
then get the Pimax Crystal Super or even the Dream Air. But I can't wait for things, so I couldn't wait for the Dream Air, and I just got this
Yeah.
one. I was like, and yeah, I love it.
You know, exactly, and admittedly, the Dream Air won't be generational leap, so you're not going to get that absolutely wow factor that me and Sarah got, as in flying on the Quest 3 and then going to the Crystal Super, which, by the way, is just you know there's going to be a jump,
but you don't expect how much.
It's very very pin sharp. The everything just, and the biggest thing, the instruments, the displays are fantastic, but they are in the Quest 3. I found everything close range. It's when you start looking out into the scenery and you can see more of your surroundings in the Pimax Crystal Super. Yes,
yeah, the clarity
exactly.
and the distance. The Quest 3 has come a long way. Like, you can do a lot with
Yes,
it.
you can.
With virtual desktop, and you can super sample. So you're not going to get a crappy experience by any means.
You're
but
still
then
going to
once
get
you
that
know
immersion.
you like it, you want a step up. I did. I was like, it's just not quite there, and now I'm like, yeah, it is.
It's fantastic. And I know obviously Mark in the chat here has mentioned the Dream Air. Again, the Dream Air, it's going to give you much more. And admittedly, mate, I agree with you. You're going to get that. These lighter headsets with the OLED panels and the 4K screens, they're going to just be a lot nicer to wear. Quest 3, for example, I would take the Quest 3's comfort over the Pimax Crystal Super. I can wear the Quest 3 longer, but again, you still need to tinker with these headsets. You still need to buy.
You still need to
You do to make them comfortable enough. The Quest 3,
like
I had to buy.
Strap,
exactly, I got the
100 and odd quid.
Exactly, I think I got the Kiwi one with the battery on the back. The Crystal Super, you definitely need the comfort head strap. It's just too heavy on your cheeks. You can mess around with it, and then when
I got the Studio Form, the comfort kit from New Zealand. This, I would say, the Pimax Crystal is about the same weight, feels the same weight as the Quest with the Boba one and the battery. You know,
Yeah,
it's quite evenly balanced now.
And that's the thing, guys. I think this is why these VR manufacturers are going for these light and really more discreet headsets with the Dream Air. Obviously, you've got the big screen beyond and the Mechanex, I think it's pronounced. But you know, they're still expensive. With the slimming down of the headset, it's going to be more expensive. The generational leap isn't going to be as much as the Quest 3 going to a Crystal Super, admittedly, but it's when you start getting to these high, again, it's PC VR headsets. That's the thing you need to realize. Although you are going to be tethered, it's tethered for a reason. It's transmitting the display port to your graphics card.
Oh yeah, it's
the
so
Quest,
much better DP
it is
coming from
yes.
the Quest, you know, on virtual desktop.
Yeah. It's, you know, I'd love to try the Dream Air. Pimax might give me the opportunity. I'm still kind of behind on videos for them. That's a bit of a thing, but again, I
think there's still there's not many Dream Airs gone out, has it? Some have gone out to reviewers, but yeah, it's like when people are saying to me, and I'm like, if you want something now, I would get the Crystal Super. If you can wait and you want something a bit lighter, get the Dream Air, but you're not going to be disappointed by either of them, to be honest.
No, and I still don't think as a simmer, if you've never tried VR before, you're not going to be disappointed with the Quest 3 either.
No,
if
it
you
blew my little socks off when I first went into VR. I cried because I thought, wow, this is unreal.
It's and obviously if you're not bothered about the visual jump and you want the immersion, because the Quest 3 will still give you the immersion of feeling like you're in a cockpit. All right, what I would say,
depth perception. I can't even say it, but you know what
exactly.
I mean.
I can't say it either, but exactly. But what I would say, and this is a thing personally for me. This might be different for others. I still don't get the feeling of height in VR. It still doesn't.
I wonder if that is. Do you mess around with your world scale?
I don't know. I don't even touch it.
Right. Well, then that's your problem, because I put mine at 113, which makes it feel the plane is bigger. I look at the seat and see, can I sit on that? If it looks small, make it bigger. Yeah. And that will give you your sense of height, because you'll look out and go, oh, everything looks about the right scale, you know. Interesting.
I'll have a little look at that, because that's one thing I've noticed in the flight sims, is that I still don't feel like I'm sitting in a plane. Obviously,
I think your world scale, if you stick that up to 115 and you'll notice the difference, because I'm at 113 in the 172 and it feels about right. That's what most people do.
They are very, very tiny cockpits, and last year, because I got an opportunity to go into a Piper, they are very, very like tiny. Like, I know it sounds silly, they are the general aviation aircrafts, but when you actually go in one in real life and you sit next to the pilot and you're like, you're thigh to thigh against them, it's very comfy and snug inside of a cockpit.
But you'll still get that, like when I'm looking down at my seat now, the seat looks about the right size that I could sit in it, and then your brain kind of adjusts and goes, right, this could be real. You know, you're getting into tricking your brain at that stage.
So right now, guys, we are approaching Lid. My plane will be making a turn, because it's in autopilot at the minute, but I've noticed magenta line doesn't actually, it's not connected to anything. So what I might do is get it back into, gonna get it back into just its hand flying it. We can see some of the lovely
we have gone off the magenta line a bit.
We have a bit, yeah, but we're going to make that turn, and I think, to be honest with you, what we'll do is we'll just duck down a little tiny bit, because I don't think those clouds are high enough to be.
No, I can see under.
Yeah, I can see under.
I jumped ahead.
Yeah, you are
I'm
a bit.
in UK.
It's not a race. Other planes flying with you look so smooth. Yeah, they are. I must admit, I've seen other people flying online and they look a bit jumpy. I've noticed that you guys seem very, very smooth, actually.
Maybe it's to do with, I mean, I've got pretty good internet.
It will, yeah.
Whatnot. It's all like latency and all that stuff, isn't it?
So
and
you guys,
pilot skill.
and obviously, yeah, obviously, if you're smooth on the controls, then you can notice the coastal satellite coverage here is fantastic. Now I don't know if this is a combination of the sim or it's some of the work that Ben and Blue Designs did with Lid. I know there's a power plant over here, and I'm not too sure what it is. So maybe someone in the chat or you guys flying can let me know. I think that is part of the scenery, or it could be Ben and Blue Designs airport. I don't think we'll be doing a touch and go at Lid, but we'll again, you can see how good the
scenery is great to look like.
It is, isn't it?
The Touquet. Sorry. The Touquet, the freeware one we've all got is amazing. Just looking at it.
So, little heads up, I am going to give a shout out to Vincent Basilio, because we have done a live stream with his scenery on it before, and Le Touquet was featured on there, and he does some fantastic stuff. Most of it's over in the US, admittedly, because he flies in real life, and most of his sceneries are done by him going to them. So I have to make a bit of a left turn now, but we're going to be heading over the channel now. We've got a nice amount of wind to where the water in the channel looks a bit choppy, and
yeah, it looks really nice.
Does look nice.
Got a lot of boats as well, ships on.
Have you got your global shipping on you?
Yeah,
perfect, because it does look nice. And with those, they're all, they're fully lit at night, and they're also, they got the animations and stuff on them.
And you can land on them as well with the heli as well. Some of them.
You can, yeah. You can with anything that's got like the helipads on. I am sort of turning my neck a bit here, guys, and looks a bit stupid on the live stream, but just if you have a look at the waves here, look at the little wakes on the actual water. They look so good. And again, we're full of clouds. We've got little gaps in the clouds as we head over the channel. So this is our sort of last leg here, and then what we'll do is we'll fly all the way back to Liverpool. I'm only joking.
I might need a toilet break if we're going to do that.
Nah, we won't. I mean, I'll be totally honest, guys. I'm up to fly back to Liverpool off stream if anyone wants to stick with me, but I totally understand if you don't want to.
I would, but I can hear my dog. It's on the couch.
Sarah's making excuses. Sarah's making excuses.
It's true.
I'm
not
only
joking. You've heard her. She's like, meow. She sounds like a cat.
Famous fish and chip restaurant, yeah. No, I can't actually, but no, I haven't got the stamina for that, to be honest.
What, for fish and chips?
No. I tell you what, guys, I'll just looking at this in a perspective of a real pilot, which they probably wouldn't dare, but I would not want to be over the channel in a 172 like this.
No, I need 2 engines for that. And maybe a parachute and a dinghy.
So what we'll do, for everyone who's sort of been watching in the live chat, again, massive thanks, but if you can get into Discord, come over and we'll start planning the next one, and let's not leave it long. Let's go somewhere else. I am gonna speak to Sarah sort of off stream and discuss the next one, and we'll go somewhere a bit nicer for weather, and we could
do something bushy, like go to Chile or something.
Absolutely. I think we should.
Old school bush planes or something.
Yeah, definitely. And the good thing about that is we have got some options if you haven't got any planes to use for yourselves.
The X-Cub as well is standard X-Cub tail
exactly.
does the job.
The Draco is nice and fast. That'll.
I don't often fly the Draco because it feels too easy.
It's so fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I can hear your dog.
Yeah,
is she doing it now?
No, she stopped now, but she's letting me know.
That's probably my 172, to be honest.
I'm just looking at all the boats down there. They look so good.
I can't see them now. And literally, it's like a fog.
Breaks.
Oh, I can see one over there. I'm just pointing at it. I'm pointing at it like off the screen here, like I'm actually in the plane. Jesus.
As well, I managed to sort out. I've done loads of tweaking with the Pimax, and I've managed to tweak the quad view so that I don't see much when I'm going through clouds. No edges.
Oh,
so
right.
If you need any tips or anything, let me know, because really, really happy with it. It's just, I've totally renewed my VR experience. I'm like,
Yeah.
when I go to bed, I'm like, I can't wait to get up in the morning and go flying.
Well, this is the thing. Once you start dialing it in, and you've got you've got your, and that's another thing, guys, is that you're all gonna have your own tolerance to VR. Again, unfortunately, I don't like to see it or hear it.
Helps.
Yeah, a fan, yeah, it does.
You know, that helps a lot.
I mean,
you know, sometimes just going outside and getting a bit of fresh air, and you just take it in time. Like my friend Fjord Skimmer, took him about 3 days of a few hours here and there, and then he was living in it like me. So you might be one of the lucky ones where you can live in it.
Yeah, it does. It is.
You won't have a
sad.
life though.
No, you won't. It is sad to see.
I had friends before this, real life friends.
Real, actual physical people.
Actual physical people, yeah.
But
well, you're a real person. But, you know.
Well, I might be.
You might be AI for all I know.
I could be. I could very well be. And this is a scary thing, isn't it? As we sort of get into that era. But no, it is horrible to see, because as I say, I did work in VR for a long time, so I did meet a lot of people who would. Do you know what? It's funny, because I met a lot of people who were just outright were like, no, I do get motion sickness, so I can't do it, which is fair enough. But I had a lot of people, like, I would say 90% of the time would come in. I would say, oh, are you not taking part? No, I'm not. I don't like VR. It makes me sick. And I would actually, I would sit there and ask them questions, because obviously their child or their mum or their father or whoever would be, you know, sitting there zapping away, punching away, whatever game. And then we'd sit there and have a conversation. And 9 times out of 10, I would have that other person onto a VR headset and absolutely enjoying it within 5-10 minutes, because the main reason why that person didn't like VR was because they said, and I quote, yeah, I tried it on one of those plastic shells that you mode a mobile phone in, and I'm like, no. And this is this is someone comparing it to a HTC Vive at the time, or an Oculus Rift, you know.
I mean,
and it's like,
really
listen,
early.
guys, this is why, and also as well, another massive one was, yeah, I tried out one of those mobile phone. I was on this roller coaster. No. Do not do a roller coaster.
Like
Don't do that. If you're gonna go on a roller coaster, do it on an actual VR roller coaster.
I mean, that would make me feel sick. I mean, because I've got the motion rig. It wouldn't. It's not as bad.
No,
it's
it wouldn't.
Doing the movement.
Yeah, exactly.
But even so, you know, you still got to be careful. It doesn't match the motion. Your brain just goes, and then you feel nauseous. And frame rate's a big one.
Exactly.
People pushing too high of a frame rate, and then they say I feel nauseous because I'm not getting, you know, if I don't get at least 70 or 60 frames, I feel nauseous and it gives me headaches. So I think it's all, if you just got to dial it in, and once it's perfect, I don't think anybody could say they don't like VR, you know, because it's the difference between watching someone play a game versus flying a plane. Well, it is for me.
Yeah, and yet people do have their tolerance with time. You know, I can stay in it for quite a long time. The only thing that'll bring me out of a VR headset would be the sweat. That would be just the uncomfortableness. But again, there's things to eradicate that. I find the Pimax is one of the first in every headset that I've tried, and I've tried quite a few, is that it stays quite cool. It doesn't, compared to the Quest 3, weirdly, even though the Pimax is, you know,
Quest 3 was a lot hotter than
it gets
this.
hot. It does. It's mad, isn't it? I know.
I mean, I've been in this now for what, nearly 3 hours, whatever, and it's cool as anything. It's you know, actually pretty cold. I'm going to turn my fan off.
Yeah, it's got a fan in it. Quest 3 didn't have that. Again, it's another thing that you had to sort of, you know, add on to
with
keep
the Bobo
cool.
pack, which
exactly.
then acts another £100. You add on all the bits, and it costs a fortune, but. So VR is definitely worth it, because it changed my life. It makes me very happy when I'm in VR.
It is a great escape, and this is what we were saying before as well. I think if you're interested in getting VR in the sense of you just want it for the sim, you're gonna be at your desk and that's what you'll use it for. Yeah, the Pimax Crystal, the Pimax headsets. If you're asking about VR that you want to do a lot in, not just simulation, go for the Quest 3, or maybe hang tight and see what Meta do with, I don't know, the Quest 4 or whatever they've got going on, because you know,
the resolution not that great though? Didn't someone say
the Quest? I was in it.
Quest 4.
I don't know what they're doing with the quest. I've not kept up. I mean, Meta haven't been again. They really haven't been great.
Well, yeah, for me with Meta. Why I kind of wanted to leave as well was the lack of support for PC VR. You know, how they hadn't been keeping up with the apps, and if you didn't use virtual desktop, you know,
they're getting rid of the metaverse as well, aren't they? So.
Are they? Oh,
yeah,
well.
something that they spent millions on and just getting rid of it. Look at the boats down there. Well, it is. No one used it. Big container ship with the wake behind it. Look at that. Oh,
yeah,
and we've got into a nice.
Epic.
Yes. Look at that, guys.
I see the land now.
Yeah. What did Mark say? I think you need base stations for the Dream Air. I tell you what, that isn't a good move if I'm going to be totally honest.
You don't need base stations, do you?
For the Dream Air?
I run the Crystal Super. I don't have anything. I even have I've got the controllers, but they're not turned on, and it just works as is.
You don't for the Crystal Super. No, you don't. You can buy a base station faceplate for it to make base stations work. And I will admit.
What are the base stations? Is it like for tracking purposes?
Yeah. So this is the thing. VR for a long time needed base stations to track. Inside-out tracking was only really made popular with the Quest, the first Quest. The Quest 1.
And then it was on the Quest Pro, wasn't it, as well?
And then they started introducing it into some of the Windows headsets, which were absolutely bloody terrible for the PC. And then it's the standard now. They use inside-out tracking, or what Pimax called slam tracking.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I find it works well. I mean, because I also use the whip motion compensation software on top of that. And it's never let me down so far with the tracking on the Pimax. It's been pretty spot on.
It's been okay. Hello. Lighty, good to see you, mate. What's your cruise altitude? Again, we weren't taking things serious with the flight plan, mate. It was supposed to be 8,000, to be honest, but
all over the shop. Yeah,
we've been up and down and around, and we buggered off to London at one point, so. It's stayed at about 2,000 to 3,000 if I'm going to be honest. Again, we're not really following ATC, and I don't want the live streams and community flights to be like that. I think things just become a bit too not serious. We're all flying aircraft and trying to keep to things, but it's not for community flights. I think again we want to do some bush flying with Sarah, and again bush flying. You've got to be aware, of course, and we're going to be going through some high and low terrain, but it just takes the fun away. I must admit, I just enjoy flying.
You need collisions off,
yes,
and whatnot for that kind of flying, really.
I just
especially
like
in the group flights.
You definitely do, and I just like honestly I just like seeing the scenery. This is the first time I've done this. I've had a few little flights over from Lid to France, but although we've had live traffic on and live weather on, and we've not really seen much. It's been the thing that I've liked the most is just how the 172 has been whipped around by the wind, and it's been fun to kind of battle that. And I'm surprised I haven't ended up on the ground. Technically, I ended up on me face at Liverpool just because it was sliding everywhere.
That was a technical error, though, I think.
I don't know what was going on there. I've never seen that happen, even with how.
I've never seen anyone tip a Cessna that way.
No, exactly. Well, there you go. There's always a first for someone, and it would have to be me as well. Right, guys, we are actually sort of on our way. Nice, just joined, so missed most of it. No worries, mate, no worries. I mean, I did have a flight plan. You can see it on the thing there. I had waypoints, and I had a thing to show us where we were going. But honestly, taking off from Liverpool and heading south, it's not really one you can get lost in, even with this amount of cloud coverage. But as we draw nearer to the end of the live stream, guys, and the flight itself, massive thank you to Sarah, or Sazzle. She's a VR creator over on TikTok, hopefully soon to be over on YouTube with us, and I've linked her TikTok in the live description for you guys. And she's in our Discord. Everyone else, as far as I'm aware, is in the Discord as well. You guys join in, it's linked in the live description. and we'll do another community flight soon, and we will get it on a live stream. So it's a good chance for you guys to be part of the flights, be part of the live streams as well. And massive thank you to Alex, good friend and channel moderator. We've got Fjord Skimmer, we've got Kev, we've had some of you guys join us as well in the meantime. I think Dave's been in there.
Badger down there.
What?
Badger Collective.
Oh my god, what's that?
That's Badger. I know him, but I don't think he's on The Voice.
He's not, but what's that plane? It's like a, is it a,
It's a Corvallis.
Is it? It is, yeah.
It's the loudest one here.
That's what I can hear, yeah.
Like,
So I really appreciate everyone who sort of has come in tonight, but also joined us as well. And obviously, you're very welcome to join the voice chat in future live streams as well, guys. We'll do it through Discord. If you're not on Discord, no worries. I don't think there's any other way to do it, but it's been really fun, and the cloud coverage over France here is very ominous. It's very dark, but I tell you what, out my front here you can see the lovely light coming through, shining on the French coastline as we come down into Le Touquet or LFAT. Luckily we're going to dive right into, I think it's runway 13 I believe, so as soon as we start seeing the sort of the beachy kind of sand and
what, like that in front of us?
Yeah, if you've got the scenery installed, I know Vincent did a lot of touch up to the scenery. Oh god, I tell you what, Tobii eye tracker doesn't like hands. That's horrible. Right, so you're gonna land. A few guys in Discord obviously feel free to stay for, I don't know, coffee and a chat, I don't know. some wine and cheese. Is that what they have?
Bit of wine and cheese, or a cup of tea and a ploughman's or something.
Exactly, yeah. I tell you what, look at the beach. Look at that.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Lovely, isn't it?
I'm coming in now. I'm gonna get some photos of you guys landing.
Nice. Get your Polaroid out.
Yeah.
Right, guys. So what I want to do as well, as I just want to say, and by the way, guys, I'm gonna say thank you because it was fantastic, and it's never ever expected. Very unexpected. I don't plug anything like donations and, you know, memberships and stuff, but Brian and Dave have contributed towards a future project of mine, which is future meaning in the next few weeks, the Kemble trailer for Burning Blue Designs Cotswolds, and those guys have been basically I've donated to the channel, meaning I can go and order myself the Phoenix A321 pack, and I can obviously make the trailer a bit more varied in aircraft, because as you know, or maybe not know, the sort of the retirement airport in the UK is Cotswold, and they get some interesting visitors there. China Southern A319, they've had a lot of 747s as well, and I want to try and make that trailer as varied as possible. I want to have airliners, bizjets, microlights, as much as possible. So massive thank you to those guys for donating as well. Again, I know a lot of channels do it, and that's fair enough. I listen, YouTube isn't what I do for full time. It's my hobby. I enjoy it, and
whoa, the wind.
Sorry. No, it's horrible. I know. I'm not gonna get this down.
We've got one fella coming in first in the, looks like a 737.
So Dave is in a Islander, but it's coming up as an A320.
Ah, right. We've got Avison in.
So Kev has just come down, I think.
A 172. Which
I am side slipping it at the minute. Oh no.
You'll be alright.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna go down in a second. Right, I'm going around.
Some epic pictures, these.
Oh mate, I am not doing that again. I'm just gonna stay in the air. Yeah.
Looks like that's everyone except you down, Brian.
I'm gonna make a scene. Oh mate, I'm gonna try from the other way.
Saving the best till last, are we?
Yeah, we're gonna just tip. It is going everywhere. It is terrible. I'm gonna have to do it.
It's pretty windy.
It is mad, isn't it? This is like I prefer to land at Liverpool, to be honest.
It wasn't too bad though. It's just you just a lot of left rudder.
This is just taking me every direction though. That's the problem.
Well, the PC-12 looks amazing in this light.
Do you know what else
I'll
is going to look
post all
on
the pictures in screenshots, by the way, guys, of all you guys landing.
Nice
so.
one. It was a
Obviously,
very nice flight. Thank you.
It was really interesting, guys, and obviously we do with the use of live weather. You know, we had some pockets of sky we could see some of the ground with. But yeah, what I am going to say, guys, is if you are interested in joining these flights, I'm not going to. I don't think I'll do any solo flights. I'm going to be totally honest. I think it's very, very interesting to have the community with me and you guys flying, and also giving your input. I think discussion as well. I think everyone's been fantastic with sort of keeping the discussion active and just keeping the live stream as interesting as possible. I think we'll make sure that everyone's getting a look at where to go now. That term was terrible.
Are you coming in for this way, Brian? Or
I
are you
was
going round?
I was going to, yeah. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll have people make recommendations on locations to fly. You can do a flight plan if you like, or you can just say, follow me, I'm going to show you some sites, be our little tour guide. That's fantastic. Anything you like, really. I did one a while back, obviously, where I took some of you guys around Czech Republic. That was I mean, I know some of the things around there. I've been there quite a few times in real life, but
was that a community one? I thought that was just with us too.
No, there was a couple of. I think Kev was definitely there, and I think Dave was there as well, and there was a couple of us there. But I think, as I say, I solo flights, yeah, there's no. Got no interest in that. You guys come with me along, and if we all have some recommended flights, that'll be great. Show us where you've been in real life. You guys might have places that you like to go in real life. You might have places that you like to fly in the sim more than other places. I know, obviously, Sarah, you like to fly in Chile.
Yeah.
But we've got you know, we've got the whole world. Do you know what I mean? So let's.
We're not going to run out of places.
We're not. But yeah, guys, I would say, I know not everyone is in Discord, so if you do also want to get involved with these community flights, if you see them on social media, message me, put in the comments, just ask what server it's going to be, get all the information, and I'll always tell you what time we're coming and stuff. And yeah, this is terrible, guys. You're going to be here all night with me trying to land. I'm going to literally nosedive it. But yeah, guys, again, massive thank you, and hopefully you guys will
just getting a parking spot here next to Badger.
You guys will be on the next live stream and community flight soon. Oh my god, I'm too fast.
I've got to go. My dog is literally like kicking off now. Just like, it's been long enough. But
I'm tipping it.
Thank you very much for the flight,
No,
and I'll see you soon.
I've tipped it again.
Oh no.
My throttle's all the way back. I'm down. Listen, I'm alive.
Hey.
But yeah, thank you, Sarah, so much. I will speak to you soon.
Yeah, give me a message and see you soon. It was a
cheers,
wonderful
guys. Thank
flight.
you. Thank
Take
you so
care.
much. I stopped. A little hill stopped me, and it tipped me back the right way as well. There you go.
See if you can park up next to us, or.
I will come now. I just tell you what. I don't know if it's something to do. Listen. It's not. I'm not blaming sort of controls and stuff, but I'm just wondering why. Because I've been using the 172 and Baron for ages, and it's tipped over loads in this live stream, and I've had the throttle all the way back, and I'm just thinking maybe a keybind is messed up somewhere on the line, or maybe the controller, the Xbox controller is conflicting. Again, it's probably just me, but that throttle was all the way back. There was no speed. Again, I was probably too fast. The 172 was supposed to be landed a bit slower than that.
Yay! You're gonna run me over, Brian. Oh.
Really enjoyed the stream, very entertaining. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much, guys. Where are we? Yeah, no, I think when I was departing Liverpool, it was just a bit over the place. I'm not too sure why it was tipping. I know why it tipped there. I think I was far too fast. There we go, guys.
Hello.
Hello. And there we go. Look at Dave in the A320. I know it's an Islander, to be fair. There's Kev there. There's Kev. Badger over there. Dave there. There's all the boys there. Look at that. We're all getting a little photo. You can't really get photos, can you? Like, you can't do like a selfie with everyone.
Weird, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, guys, listen, massive thank you. I am actually gonna. It's 10 o'clock. This has been. I don't think it's been the longest live stream, but I think it's been a long flight. We've done quite a trip there, and yeah, you guys have been fantastic. My flying hasn't been the best, but it's been very entertaining. Flying in that wind and that weather was just incredible. It was so cool, and it's cool that we had the takeoff and landings with that amount of wind. It was a great experience to do that. I just wish I'd got it. I tell you what, I got it down pretty good. I just think I was far too fast, and it went forward a bit. I haven't flew the 172 for a while. I tell you what, I'm going in the Baron next time. I'm doing the Baron. The same. Oh, hang on. Does the same issue happen without the rudder pedals? I have the same CH pedal as the Asian. Yeah, they are. And there's some noise thinking of replacing them. I mean, mine are second hand. They were 22 quid. I got them because I couldn't afford a proper set. They're in great nick. They don't even look dirty. It looks like they've never been used, if I'm going to be totally honest.
You could probably sell them for the same pair as proper ones,
could. Yeah,
because I've seen a couple for about 120 quid.
I know. I was amazed, and I think the only reason why they were 22 quid is I think they were untested. I was taking a chance on them initially, but I think the listing said the power works on them, but they're untested. So what they've done is they've plugged them in and tested that whether they've obviously they power on, but they've never actually used them in the flight sim. So I'm lucky in that respect. I don't, to be honest with you, Ace Airstream, I don't know, mate, because I think I don't fly the 172 as much as I used to. The Baron I've been flying mostly, and the Bonanza, and they seem to be, obviously they've got a lot more power in them as well, but I just seem to be a bit better. Admittedly, actually more in the Baron. I feel like I can land the Baron anywhere. It's weird. And the Bonanza is a bit more finicky, but yeah. Good evening. Can you clear up a doubt for me? Whenever I rotate on the A320 Neo version 2, everything is fine during takeoff, but when I'm climbing, or even sometimes, it's very unstable. My rotation becomes dashed. I try to disable heading mode, but it doesn't allow me to disable it. I would say Alex was a good person to actually answer that, but he flies the Phoenix.
Let me have a look. Good evening. Whenever I rotate on the A320, it's fine. Do you set climb power? Once you've climbed, do you make sure you've set climb power? Because that sometimes can just put you into overspeed. That'll make you unstable.
Yeah, that's a very good point. The reason why I'm saying that's a good point, and it sounds like I'm understanding what Alex is, but Alex flies the A320 a lot, amongst other planes, of course. But like I said at the start of the stream, I've been flying the 757 with Bluebird simulations, and have had pilots with me at the very same time on Discord. It sounds like setting the speed. If you are setting the speed, then it's obviously something else, but I ended up in the River Mersey in the 757. I ended up in water because I didn't set the climb power. And if you've set it and everything, it'll just lose speed and it'll just descend. Unstable, I don't know.
It says that I tried to disable heading mode, but it doesn't allow me to disable. If you mean like you're trying to enable the nav mode, what you need to do is you need to push the heading bug in. So once you've pushed it in, you'll see the 3 dots. That means you've enabled nav mode. So you're now flying from the MCD. Whatever you put into the MCD, if that's what you mean, I think.
What I would say is, mate, is if you're on Discord, if you're on our Discord, because again, I know a bunch of you guys, names and everything pop up. If you are on my
Discord, it'll be on the H_pilot, and you'll find me there.
Yeah, just come into the Discord. It's linked in the video description, stream description. Come into the Discord, and there's a lot of us in there that will be able to help you, obviously including Alex. I have the CH pedals and fight stick. They are very nice. Yes, they are very 90s, but they are. And do you know what? They're so close together. The CH pedals, they just look weird. But they are built like they're so it's plastic, but it's very heavy duty rubber and plastic. They're so nice. But again, as Liam said, persevering scenery, it's 65 knots in a 172, and I was doing over 100 knots. So there's no wonder that I went tits up on the runway, because it was just far too fast. Because every time I put the power back, it was just sending me everywhere. So yeah, is the
right? I'm gonna have to head off. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Guys, listen, thank you so much for coming. Kev, Dave, obviously the other guys have got obviously Sarah and Fjord and everyone else who's been part of it, and you guys as well on the live chat. I've really enjoyed this. I know you guys know the live streams for exploring airports and some other bits, especially the airport scenery sort of explorations, and there's going to be more of those, don't worry. But in the meantime, these community flights, really fun. So come and join in with us, and I will see you very soon. And Dave is a 757 on the way. All I can say, honestly, because obviously I am under sort of tight lips and amongst other things, it's something that I can't discuss. You guys know that I've done both of the trailers for it. I do help out in some ways as much as I can. What I can say is a lot of people have got their doubts on whether it's coming or not. It's coming, mate. They've said Q3. I've heard some things I'm not going to say, but it's coming, mate. It's in a very, very good state. Even I can say that, and I don't fly airliners in the sim. It's in a fantastic state, and the team at Bluebird are very. They're not just confident. They're sure. They're sure in their heads. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I am going to head off, and I'm going to get a hot drink and come into the Discord and come and chat with me. More community flights for sure coming up. I really enjoyed this one. I will see you soon, guys. Thank you.
See you later, guys. Thanks.
Still become us doing a live chat, mate, but it's cool. I'm going to exit out the chat now. See you soon.